Didn't hear you. What was that? Just 17. Hey everybody, welcome in. We're here. Oh God, we're here for Conundrum Company.
Okay,
I'm knocking things over because of course I am. It wouldn't be an introduction without some sort of catastrophe. Hey everybody, guys, we're happy to see y'all. Welcome back for Conundrum Company, episode 68. Holy heck, guys, big day next week. But in the meantime, let's do nice.
Big day next
week.
It's announcement time, my friends. Starting with you, Parker.
I'm here to talk about our schedule. So thanks for joining us here. We hope you guys got to tune in and see some of our friends at Gen Con. Off the Rails will be back next week. But before that, tomorrow we have Mysteries at the Mirage Plaza, which is a modern setting. One shot. It should be super fun. DM'd by Community DM. Button and I are playing. It should be very, very fun. Then we have, again, like I said, Off the Rails next week at normal time. Conundrum Company at normal time. And then next Sunday is Cosplay Ground. So that's super duper exciting. Make sure to get your tweet tokens in the chat for our community event. We're doing Conundrum Babies. Join the cast of Conundrum Company for a special non-canonical playground adventure. Us as children sounds terrifying. On to you, Josh.
It's not going to be that different. Nope.
No,
Subtle shade.
You're not wrong though.
Yeah.
That's the bad part.
Yeah,
Think about it. It's just
not inaccurate.
Be accurate.
Same as always. Anyway, hey, none of this amazing content could happen without our fantastic sponsors. The first of whom is Skull Splitter Dice.
I got chills that one. That was good.
We had the right pause.
I had to do like a little shimmy.
Like a dog.
Thanks, Sean.
Skull Splitter Dice,
like
my
a dog.
friends, not only do they sponsor our shows, but they also sponsor a fantastic giveaway that you can get in for this month during our break. We're going to be drawing it at the end of the month. It's for a skull mug filled with approximately 100 dice. Followers get 1 entry, subscribers get 2. If you're going to subscribe to do it beforehand, it's not retroactive. And in the meantime, click on the link in chat and go check out their fantastic products. We really appreciate Skull Splitter. They have some good stuff. Our second sponsor is the gooeyest of Q companies, Gooey Cube. If you don't have yes, the duck. If you don't have time to homebrew a whole world for yourself, Gooey Cube does it for you in their world of Zayathel. The whole world is built out, beautiful maps, wonderful content. We highly recommend you go take a look at it. The link is in chat. You can get yourself a copy of it. We'd be remiss not to mention our Twiki, the wee.
Hey, Josh.
The wee took a pee.
Hey, Josh, and we're live. And we are live.
Hopefully a little Wikipedia.
Couldn't post, don't worry.
And we're live.
If Sean had to edit all of our mistakes out, you'd never ever sleep.
That was
The tricky where we play the Wii. We play Wii
All right,
Sports
take
Resort.
again from the top. Let's get a clean one.
So the Twiki, thank you to all our campaign members and 10 of them out.
We got so much tape to use, Josh. Okay, take it from the top.
It's gonna be
Take number 3.
this all night.
Take it from
Take
the top.
3. Okay,
Number 3.
and
From the
5,
top,
4,
make it drop.
3, 2. Tanner Mythalador for helping us with making that Wikipedia. It's really good. It's got a whole bunch of content in it. You can click on the link. I almost lost the train there again. Click on the link to get a copy of that. Get a copy of it? You can look at the wiki. We're moving on. Over to you, Sean.
4. Oh, it's my okay. I'll throw in last week's. It's fine.
And we are live.
I'm here to talk about our charity, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. This month, we are focusing on a fantastic organization that helps people all across the nation get nice and mentally healthy, mentally fit, and mentally swole, especially heading into those dark times, as I heard about. So be sure to donate to them if you can. Shit, I'm out of announcements. Scroll down below the stream. There's a big donate button. Go ahead and click on that. Send any money you can to them. We'd very much appreciate it. All proceeds on that link go directly to them and help people everywhere.
Anyone with a high int score is now mentally swollen. That's that's a new thing.
I had a full mouthful of water that entire time. I couldn't swallow.
They're like personal trainers for your mind.
Nice trainers. Oh my god, thank you guys for the hype train that we've got going here. We
Thanks,
love you.
guys.
Live
That's
stream
sorry.
reunion. We don't deserve this.
Is everyone out there okay? I mean, thank you guys.
Hey, but you know what? We do love you. We do love you.
You guys
We
good?
appreciate you.
Yeah,
We do. We very much love you.
Hey, Adam, do you have any announcements?
We love you.
Okay, cool. I made sure we said it twice.
Button, you want to try one?
Yeah, you got it.
We love you.
There you go. But talk about the Twinkie real quick. Talk about the Twinkie real quick.
In case anybody missed it.
The panicked. We love you. Very powerful, guys. Are we ready to play some D&D?
We have to be at this point, right?
Yeah, have to.
Better.
Is that why we're here?
We all just survived that.
Wait, is that why we're here?
That absolute train.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
How long is this gonna take?
do you not want to play?
No, I do. I just didn't know it was tonight. My bad.
Thank you, John. Saying we love you guys in chat.
We love you
Oh
guys.
my god,
From
level
the top?
5 complete.
Here we go.
We could drop.
It is time on the launch
That's hilarious.
button.
There it is.
Our sponsor for this week.
Making it drop. Am I right?
None of us are sane.
Lil Nas X Monstro featuring Mega 3 Stallions. Go check it out.
On that amazing level 5 hype train
all
drop and
hope we all
everything
just
else, we're gonna start, my friends. We rejoin our heroes having completed a long rest at the Stable of Kings Inn in the free city of Greyhawk. Shopping excursion completed, the party had made their way to find Thalie Merrybringer, a dwarf with an intense love for the Celestial. The enthusiastic individual shared what he knew about Archons with Zahl before the Warlock granted him a brief flight with his very own pair of golden wings. Information gathered, the party spent the night at the Windward Lodge, before making their way back to the Azure Visage Theater. Using a clever application of Animal Messenger, Sunshine was able to track down Obeid, a figure from their past, now known as Talina. Tracking the Animal Messenger, Sunshine had found Talina in an abandoned apartment watching over the embassy of the Great Kingdoms. Sunshine revealed themselves, and there was a brief but intense reunion as the two figures shared the small bits of information they could with each other. Whatever Talina was up to, it was clearly wasn't just dancing, and it seemed their work was related to the Blue Masks and Seekers of the Arcane. The two parted after only a few moments, Sunshine rejoining with the party so that they could begin the process of tracking down Zahl's mother. The enterprising Warlock had come up with a plan to teleport around the Azure Sea using the compass to get a bearing on where the Archon might be. Several days of teleporting, and a few minor hiccups later, found the group with two specific locations as leads. A short stop at Conundrum Isle found the party celebrating Demi's missed birthday before the gang returned to Greyhawk. They spent the rest of the day researching in the library, Zahl looking into Yuan-Ti society, Sunshine into the Blue Masks, and Demi into chronomancy. Near the end of the day, Demi elected to cast legend lore on the Ostis anchor, revealing Sophia's fall from the celestial plane. The party left the library far more informed in all aspects and headed for the Stable of Kings for a long rest. It is the morning of the 23rd of Ready Read, and the day, my friends, is yours.
I play horseshoes for an hour in the morning.
Okay! Make a dexterity. Make an acrobatics or athletics check. Your call.
I'll do athletics. A lot. 26.
Yeah, you're using like sheer brute force to just like ring these one after the other. It's very impressive. It's the
overhanding
morning.
them.
Nobody is playing with you. It's just Sunshine kind of hanging out in the sandpit. Just ding! And you do find yourselves, just to set the setting for our audience, in the Stable of Kings, which is this sort of oddly stable-themed, fanciful inn, known as the place that kings are forced to stay when they visit the free city of Greyhawk. It's a bit of tongue-in-cheek joke set up by the Circle themselves. Have at it, my friends. Zal's asleep. Got it.
Is there anything else that we actually wanted to do before this performance?
No, I'm good. I mean, Zahl's just gonna put on his fancier clothes. Probably not wear his armor tonight.
So if not, you can just spend the day relaxing. Horseshoes, food and drink, Sunshine, all of that. The
Can I just say
person
they
and
get
the
a
women.
dress without having to go shopping?
Absolutely.
Can that just happen?
Isn't that the dream?
Yeah. How much money do you want to spend?
Not a
Stitch
lot. They
Fix.
just want like a little black number.
Okay, a little black number you get for a gold piece. Done.
Woo!
It was the black number 4. Just
You get
just
4.
A
I'll
dress.
get 7.
You
Four,
get
yeah.
4.
Okay, you are able to acquire attire. Haha.
Thank you.
For
I thought it was the number 4. Now it's a tire.
Oh my god.
This is never going to end. I promise. They come to me. in
I've
my sleep.
acquired a tire and also a little black dress.
Oh,
Ah,
great.
and that door's ajar. Ha We go to the play.
Go to the thing.
We sit around all day and then we go to the thing.
kill all of you.
We
As
puff
you
glue, apparently.
I deserve
It's a
it.
fever dream.
I
So-
deserve it.
you spend the day relaxing, acquire your attire. Good lord. You get dressed. You head out. What time are you heading out there? Are you getting there early? Are you getting there kind of? Doors open at about 6 p.m. and you're right across the kind of large open square that is kind of the end of this Beggar's March that runs down to the Beggar's Promenade that runs down to the Citadel proper. You heading
I do
there?
imagine Sunshine wants to get there early, yeah.
Get there.
This
early.
is all in your court. This ball
Yeah.
is fully in your hands.
Yes.
Yep.
We're following you.
We're going! We get there as soon as the doors open.
Okay. Doors open at 6, and you kind of are let in. You find it as a very like classical sort of theater setting. You hand your tickets and then are kind of given free reign to hang out. There is a little bar serving drinks and like snacks, some nuts and things like that. Nothing like a real meal, but food is readily available. As you kind of wait around for a little bit, about 6:45, they do call folks. And let me just get a little ambiance for this place going here.
I will say if they're selling flowers anywhere, then Sunshine will purchase flowers as well and just have them sent back.
You could
I'll do
absolutely
it for-
find
anything.
like a flower vendor nearby. There's lots of
Okay.
little stores all over the city and stalls, and you readily find a half elf selling some flowers and get a little bouquet.
Perfect.
Okay. So, you make your way towards your seats and seat yourselves. There's no assigned seating? Is there a specific location? You get there early enough that you're able to sit as a group. Is there any position in the theater you'd like to head towards?
How large is this theater?
It's fairly big. It's not enormous. Demi, you would know that you've played larger stages before yourself.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like
Can like
it's kind of like
No,
one
I'm
of
kidding.
those like the Fox or one of those kind of almost
Yeah.
indie venues where it can probably seat 400 or 500 people, but it's not a stadium or anything like that.
would I know where the best place to sit for a dance is?
It's subjective because I don't know. You decide.
That's beautiful.
This is nice. Where would you like to sit?
Is it intrusive to sit in the front row? Because I want to.
Well, Sunshine told us what about meeting? Like, do we know anything about the, like, whether or not we're supposed to be seen or anything, or do
They
we
didn't
not?
tell us anything about that actual
That's what I
meeting, right?
thought.
No.
Okay.
I'm the only one that knows
We
that
just know you're here to see someone you
See
remember.
someone you
Yeah.
know.
I'm the
I-
only one that knows that it's their ex is what the context that I'm under.
Yeah, and we don't have any of the super secret stuff. So,
Mhm.
I don't see any problem sitting in the front as long as you don't think that your friend will mind. I know from personal experience that sometimes seeing someone I know in the front row can throw me off a bit, but not in a bad way.
Then I won't do that. I don't want to throw her off. All right. I imagine they just take like the last 5 seats on the aisle, maybe 5 or 6 rows back.
5 or 6 rows back. As you do and kind of get this position, people are beginning to shuffle in. You notice at least one familiar face, which is that of Birdie, who shuffles back kind of down the alleyway. He's got a little scotch in hand, it looks like, or some sort of small tumbler. And he heads towards the seat where you found him sleeping last time, Sunshine, and takes a seat. And is just kind of sitting there awaiting the show. You get the feeling like he keeps an eye on the show as it's going. Kind of his own little spot there. Folks kind of begin to filter in. It's not completely packed. As you're looking at this place, folks are wearing fairly nice attire, but it's not ostentatious. It is not like going to the opera. It's a little more kind of loose than that. And as you guys kind of, those of you who haven't been here, you note that the theater isn't run down, but it is not opulent. It is functional, well kept, but nothing that screams ostentatious, which is a little unique given the sort of neighborhood that it sits in.
Josh, I don't remember if I had her do this or not, and if I did and I didn't get anything, feel free to tell me to fuck off. But have I ever seen this theater company?
Make a history check for me.
Okay, thank you. This one's fine. Oh, that is a 30.
A 30. Okay. You've never seen one of these theaters or been in one before. Mm-hmm. The Blue Visage rings as a theater location that is in a few cities.
Okay, so I know it's a company.
Yeah, it exists in the circuit, but it's not been in any of the locations you've traveled to. You're pretty sure there might be one out east and one further north.
Okay.
So you settle in for the show. Eventually a sort of quiet falls, and the lights dim and the floodlights come on, lighting up this sort of, again, well-kept red curtain that runs across the space. And it slowly begins to part, and the room falls quiet or silent as this sort of hush falls over. And you see, standing in the middle of this stage, a figure in that leotard that you had seen on the poster, Sunshine. This sole, drowish individual with this beautiful flowing silver hair and these immaculate eyebrows. A little bit of makeup on, but not overdone. And in this lighting, with her standing center stage, you see this incredibly athletic live form. There's a tension immediately. It's almost as if it is accentuated, lit intentionally to draw people towards the raw power of this figure as they stand on stage. And they stand kind of posed up on almost tippy toes, wearing these, for lack of a better word, ballet shoes. And as the hush falls, you begin to hear orchestric music strike up from the pit down beneath the stage. And it starts as something soft, one or two violins that begin to ring in. And this figure begins to dance, and it is this initially soft, gentle rolling as they step from foot to foot, these long, wide, dainty strides that are almost leaps, as they begin to perform essentially a ballet. But the music quickly begins to snowball and crescendo upwards and upwards, becoming more vivid and tense and terse. And the figure's movements and actions begin to join in, becoming almost sporadic. There is a strange intentionality and smoothness, but there's also this raw, powerful element to it. And this figure begins to leap and stride and almost make what appear to be attacks with their form as they kind of begin this ballet that is unlike anything you've ever seen before. It is a very unique and distinct sort of experience. And this continues through the length of the show. You get applause here and there, and there seems to be a light narrative being told through it of some sort of figure who starts as a young individual unfamiliar with war and naive who is dragged into a conflict. And it's represented through the dance. There are no words, there is no vocalization. And it drags through. There are a few paltry magical effects with the use of prestidigitation here and there just to add a little pizzazz. But it being Greyhawk, there's not a lot of... Anywhere else in the world, it likely would have drawn a little bit more of a response. But in the city of magic, it doesn't quite get anything beyond kind of a little smattering of applause. People are nonetheless impressed. And as you are watching intensely this show go on, I need you all to make perception checks for me.
Why would we need to do that?
And we have
Where
plumbed the
did
extent
you
of my
go?
understanding of ballet, so if you want any
Ooh.
further descriptions, please, I don't know, watch Swan Lake.
19.
19. Okay. 19. Parker, you said 24?
I was doing 14 plus 12 in my brain.
26?
Went weird.
26.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Ooh.
20. Okay. I will leave it to you what you think, but we've got a 26, a 19, and a dirty 20. As you're watching, nothing seems to be awry to any of you as you continue to watch the show.
Strange thing to say.
What a strange thing to say when I got a
as-
26.
I feel totally at peace.
The show begins to wind down, and as it does, you see kind of the music end, the dance end, the story in completion. This figure having successfully kind of David and Goliath, this much larger figure, through raw emotion and power in their dance. Again, very much playing into the athleticism of this figure more so than the theatrics. And as it settles, this figure, Talina, steps forward on the show and gives a big bow. Folks stand and begin to applaud.
Standing ovation, throw up the flowers.
You throw up the flowers. And Demi, you notice that Birdie does not stand. The figure who had walked by and kind of clocked Sunshine and is sitting in the front row. Beyond that, almost everyone is standing.
Okay, and we weren't with Sunshine when they came here,
No.
so I just know that that's a person
One
that
figure's
looked at
just
them.
sitting still. Yeah, in their chair.
I lean over to Zahl. It's rather rude, don't you
What?
think?
Zal's eyes have not left the stage. He's not
Yes.
noticed at all.
It's his
He's like,
literal face,
oh,
and that
oh.
person's just sitting.
No, like very
It's
close
rude.
to the
It's-
front. That's very shitty.
It's really rude.
Yeah. Yeah. Do they have like a problem with something? Because that's
I don't know. I
weird.
just think it's rude.
yeah, it is.
How far are they from us?
You are 5 rows back, and you are on the exact same side as them, so it is like this one figure, and folks are now beginning to talk, and you hear a few individuals, oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I prefer the opera fella, but, and like this back and forth, other people are like, oh, that was fantastic.
Is he like 120 feet from me?
Less than. As
Less
they begin
than.
to kind of
I'm just-
filter out and pass by you, nobody
Yeah.
pays it much mind.
I was just gonna, because this feels like something she would do, message to him since I can see him, and just be like, "I'm sorry. This is. You should stand, probably." I'm just gonna.
Yorp, yorp, yorp.
Demi just thinks it's rude as far as like stage goes.
Scrubby doesn't want to stand.
It's just rude just that's like sitting in the front of a performance and then leaving in the middle. Like it's
Yeah.
it's bad etiquette, and so Demi's like, "Excuse the fuck out
The
of here."
spell
it is.
actually fails before it reaches the target.
How would I feel that exactly?
I'm sorry.
Like
You're used to it just connecting through and knowing that it's made purchase. You have experienced spaces without magic.
yeah.
You've never cast this specific spell in them, but you have been in like wards and things like that before. So it could line up with that.
Okay, so I think that maybe he's just not.
Your call. It's your character.
And people are like moving and stuff.
Folks are just standing and beginning to make their way out, and it is fairly quickly. A few folks are milling about, standing in the aisles. There's this sort of general tone of conversation, soft conversation, that's a little bit louder back in the lobby, where a few folks have stopped to get drinks. You see Talina now is taking her last bow and steps back, and the curtain begins to draw.
There's tears. They're just grinning like an idiot. They're not noticing anything.
Bravo! Bravo! And there are a few folks who are very into it as well. This is entirely subjective, the audience's response.
But I would have to walk towards the stage to see him or something. I don't think that she'd think it was that important. Realistically. The magic thing's weird, though. She'll turn to... I'm trying to picture how we're sitting. I'm trying to picture how we're sitting. Like, okay, so I leaned over to Zahl, who is on my other side.
Talvasaur and Salvator were on the aisle seats because they summoned the chest
aisle seats
when they got in and started pulling snacks out of it.
I love that.
They snuck food into a movie theater.
I'm picturing like Sunshine was towards the center, which has the best seat, and then it's like Zahl, me, Talvasaur, Salvator. Okay.
That's what I was picturing too.
Okay. She'll lean over to... Is it going to be Talvasaur that's next to me? She's going to lean across. Sorry.
Very rude, but okay. Oh, yes. Hello.
Salvatore.
Hello.
Question. Have you ever had a message spell just not gone through?
I think this is hardly the time and place for this, but not really. Sometimes the people won't answer if they're asleep, but... Oh, maybe that's it then. That man up there that didn't stand for the performance, I messaged him to tell him it was rude, and it didn't work. Is that normal? When you say it didn't work, did you not get a response?
It didn't connect. There was no chance.
That's different. And I just sort of look at this motionless corpse. Or not motionless corpse, but this figure who I assume hasn't moved.
Yeah, as
everyone else
they
is like
still
leaving?
have not moved. And they are kind of slumped a little bit to one side, almost like they're asleep.
Could be wearing some sort of protection against that sort of magic.
All right.
I'm not sure. Josh, I believe message is a divination spell. Is that true?
Let me double check that. Message
is
transmutation, actually.
Transmutation. I was a liar the whole time.
It was a good shout.
Makes sense? Wait a minute. I'm confused by that.
I also don't understand. But anyway.
So yeah, I wouldn't know much about that. I'm just like, should we go poke him?
Salvatore.
Well, I'm curious now. You've piqued my interest.
You want to go...
Just sort of like looking over the seats, like, trying to get a look at this guy.
Okay.
Like, standing up.
you stand up. A few people are like, oh, excuse me, and kind of work their way around you. There's a backlog of people who were sitting on the inside who are kind of trying to shuffle by you while you're having this conversation. It's very much like movie theater awkward.
Oh, my apologies. We can get out into the aisle.
Inside, push through.
Sorry,
excuse me.
coming through. Popcorn. It just keeps going. Like they make their way out, and it is pretty much cleared out now. Again, there are a few stragglers standing near the back of the theater as you kind of finish this interaction with each other.
I'll make my way to the front of this.
I'm gonna go follow Salvatore so he can poke this man.
I think Zahl leans over to Sunshine and just like, she was amazing. Also, I don't know what. Okay, I guess they're doing a thing because that guy didn't stand up.
Oh, interesting. I wonder why they're going up to the front when the curtain is closed. But isn't she incredible? I watched her develop that dance.
I think they're gonna go talk to that gentleman who didn't stand.
You're like.
Sunshine, and as your
Runs up
glance
like a-
is directed, that is the back of the head of Birdie that you're seeing as the house lights come on.
Oh, that is Bertie. He sold me the tickets.
Oh, right.
He was sleeping that time too. All right, let's follow.
So,
Okay.
Salvatore and Demi, as you make your way down there first, you
I
approach
wonder
this
what
figure.
material this curtain's made out of.
It's a little further. You've got to get up on the stage and across to get in there. But this figure sitting in the front row seat is kind of slouched back a little bit. There is an empty drink glass in his hand, and his head is slightly to the side.
Are you going to poke him?
I think he's sleeping. But I've committed to this, so I'm now here.
Are you?
Did you go by?
I'm just like holding the curtain. However far I had to get to touch the curtain, that's where I went to look back at him.
Why?
Okay, so you kind of
yes.
went up to the right and got on the stage, and the edge of the
Yeah.
curtain is there, and you're just kind of. It's a very nice felt fabric, very thick, and a few layers. I don't know. Intended to mitigate
Velvet
sound.
Velvet?
Velvet. There you go. That's better than what I said.
Felt's gross. It feels icky.
I'm going to tell the Muppets.
My poor felt suits take offense at that.
Forgot you knew them. Oh no.
Oh my god.
So you
Okay.
kind of reach.
I
for
look
this.
back at Salvator. Because I didn't go up on stage to do anything. I walked to the guy.
Is the intent of this a facade, or what are we doing here, Sean?
It was the only facade I could think of, and I didn't realize how far the curtains are away, but I committed to it, so yes.
Are you
this is
sure
a
you
lie.
want to commit to
Yeah.
it? Okay.
But I can see behind me, so
Yeah,
I
make
don't
an
think
investigation check for me.
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh no. Oh shit.
17.
17.
Curtains very...
With a 17, a sleeping figure would likely be moving more, a little rise and fall of breath as you are looking at this individual.
As I'm like examining that and that thought comes to mind, I immediately stop touching the curtain and say, this is not where we belong.
What?
Oh, I'm going to get off the stage now. Slide down,
Please do.
and I collect with everybody else.
Okay, at
Who's,
this
I
point,
assume, gathering at my...
yeah, Sunshine and Zahl, you watched
idiocy.
Salvatore walk past the guy, fondle the curtain, and then come back down.
Yes.
And are now gathered just off to the right of this figure who is slumped in this chair. You're about, I'm going to assume, giving about 10 feet of space.
Yeah. Not gonna be
Yeah.
Salvatore's attempting to avoid looking
in the
guilty.
art, Salvatore.
I was just interested in what material that was. This person might be dead. It's a very big.
I'm sorry. You
curtain. Don't make a scene. I believe he may be deceased.
I just but you
We should
said it.
probably fetch someone, maybe the god or
Hey.
something.
Are there gods here? I haven't looked, if I'm being honest.
Not
Is
in,
Are
he
there?
Greyhawk?
In town?
in Greyhawk, there are guards
I have to be
around.
looking for
Yes.
gods. Okay.
I just meant fetch one in general, like you would
Together.
fetch an authority member.
Gotcha.
Oh.
I don't want to take care of this dead guy.
Well, no
Um,
one touched anything then.
I would expect more breathing out of.
No one
sleeping
touched anything. As
Zahl
I
100%'s hand was moving to check, like to see if he had a pulse, and he was like, "That's a good point. That's a good point."
Yes, because they dust for fingerprints.
I imagine that he started walking as she started saying don't touch things, and it's just one of those wonderful scenes of like just the back of your shirt being pulled.
Demi, can you
that's-
message Talina?
I'm sorry?
Can you message the performer now that you've
Oh,
seen her?
now that I've seen her, sure.
Just to see if she's all right.
Hopefully,
Oh.
you'll reach them.
That's fair. I try and send her a message. Does it go through?
Let's see.
Do I have to roll for it?
Unfortunately, the surfaces
Goodbye,
between
third level
you
spell.
and this individual.
That's fair. Wait, no, not message. Sending.
Oh,
I was
sending. Oh,
I was sending.
Oh,
got it.
Figured they were
If
way
you're-
far
yeah,
away.
If you're
They-
sending a spell,
There we
yeah,
go.
you do. Well, what do you say?
Cool. I don't know that you
Can you
aren't
see if
supposed
she's
to
all
say
right?
anything. Yeah, I don't know that you're not supposed to be here or whatever. Hello, Talina. Wonderful performance. My name is Demi. Friends with Sunshine. Are you all right? There might have been an incident. That's it. That's 24.
You get a
There might have been an incident.
hello, Demi. Nice to meet you.
Really gotta start telling people 25 words.
I was just putting on a robe to go out front to greet folks. Where is this incident?
Oh, God.
Sorry, Parker.
Oh no!
I'd help, but I don't have it prepared. Oh no.
I feel like that's a choice.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Parker, I'm sorry. You can choose not to respond.
Actually,
That was
can
Parker.
I do something?
X Games mode.
As Demi cast sending, can I cast mirror spell?
Oh, thanks.
Yes, you can. You do see now, as you're casting Mirror Spell, a few folks make their way out, and you are left in this open theater room now with this corpse and yourselves.
Well, we know he's dead now.
You said that in the best way, Josh.
With
You were
this
left in this
corpse?
room with this corpse. and
We're all in the same place.
So you
here.
cast mirror spell to send to
Copy sending.
to.
It's the person you were just told.
Okay, cool. So I was specifying so that I will relay what was said.
Yeah, so they're gonna get 2 messages at the same time. I'm not gonna know what you said to them.
Yeah, they're about to get bombarded by a second message.
Hello, wonderful performance today. Quite stunning. The part with the deer dancing droned on a bit long. Come to the stage, please. That's all mine says.
What on earth?
Do I know?
You did magic and then you did magic.
Do I know that you did that?
Do you? I didn't hide it. But I don't think anyone else hears what I say.
Yeah.
Okay. You do see after a moment the figure whom you had seen on stage does actually appear nearer the back of the theater as if they've used some sort of staff entrance to come back around. And they do not immediately engage with you. They actually pause at the door. You do see them look at your group and then look at Birdie sitting in the chair. And they pause for a moment and then begin looking around the room.
Insight check?
Sure. For what?
I want to see if this is like you shouldn't have found this or if this is a general surprise.
Gotcha.
Like whatever's happening. 17 plus 7. 24.
Okay.
Right? 24.
This is a trained professional masking their face, so it is difficult to tell. What it looks like with that insight check is you're not certain in regards to involvement, but they do look to be summing up the space around them and looking to see if folks are watching or listening.
I can test his drink to see if it's poisoned.
I don't think we should
how
touch
things are
anything.
No.
You don't know. We figured that out. I walked
could
into
try
a
it.
building.
Listen,
It
yeah,
didn't go
but that
well.
was okay. But that was like smoke. I drink a lot, and I know how most drinks taste. And if that tastes weird, I'll probably realize it.
We should not touch things yet.
I'm
I don't
just
think.
saying.
Well, if it comes to that, maybe. Sunshine, is there a reason that your friend is very far away?
They're going to Sunshine. If can they see Talina clocking
Yeah.
the space?
Yeah, you guys.
They're
are all
going to
seeing.
clock the space as well. If
Just
that's
like the
they'd like
Make a
to.
perception check for me.
take this time to mention that I can
Yes.
see invisible things. I don't
Would
know
you
if
like to make
that's
a perception
important.
check as well?
I mean, yeah.
25.
Also,
25.
not wearing my armor. I just need to throw that out there.
Yeah,
Sean,
I think a
what do
couple of
get?
you aren't.
It'd be with advantage
18.
with your
18.
Oh, I have advantage also. I'm done. Nope,
Yeah.
same.
Okay, so 25 on Sunshine and an 18?
18.
Okay. You're quite certain that there is nothing lurking. Both of you are quite certain in the various spaces that you can see into and perceive. You don't have the benefit of Salvator's ability to see into the ethereal, but you are scouting out this space, Sunshine, to see if there's... You've had to keep your head on a swivel before. You are fairly certain that you are currently not being watched. And as you kind of clock that, you do see that this figure wearing this sort of robe still over that leotard, their makeup's still done, their hair still loose, but well kind of done up, begins to move down the aisle towards the front of the room. And they stop just to Birdie's right. And then they lean in, and they place their hand on his neck. And as they do, you see as a blue mask enchantment, slightly translucent, lifts from his face, and the mask moves. Make an investigation check for me as you see this occur.
Everyone?
Yeah, anyone who's watching.
Okay.
I
13.
can't not watch.
13.
Oh. I mean, it's the same number.
You said investigation?
16.
18.
18.
24.
Zal.
Ooh!
As you watch the lips move, there
Look
is
at
no
you.
audible, but it
Plus
looks
4.
like a name obeyed. The lips of the mask move, and then you see as the mask manifests over Obeid's or Talina's face and fades in and disappears. And she takes her hand slowly off of his neck, and you see her kind of blink for a moment, as if processing multiple things at one time. And she kind of looks around again, and she goes, "He is dead."
Right. Is there some sort
Was
of
he
god we
supposed-
should call for this sort of thing? Do they just, I don't know, come in and pick up the dead people?
Does this theater have Salvatore? Does this theater
Well,
have
yes.
security or?
No, that would. I have people that I need to reach out to. I hate to ask this. Could you help me move this body?
I'm
Sure.
sorry.
Excuse me?
Sunshine just
Oh.
picks him up.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, sure.
Excuse me.
I've been wanting.
This is a dead person.
This is literally a crime scene.
I'm sorry. We've done much.
Not
we've-
in a public theater.
Yeah, but
This
on a
is
public
fucking
boat. we did.
stranger. This is a
This is-
random old man who died in a play. What are you doing with his
Listen.
body?
Which person?
This
I
is-
gesture to both the dead person and the person telling us to lift it.
Please,
I can
if
trust
you
them.
can come with me, with the body, I will explain further.
I look
Oh.
at Sunshine.
I cannot ask you to trust me, but I am going to trust her, and they just follow Talina Albaid.
This is a horrible idea, isn't it?
I pick up the drink.
Okay.
And
I
I
pick up the
follow.
drink.
It's a weird thing to do.
Mhm.
I'll follow.
I follow.
Okay. Talina begins to lead you back up onto the stage and through the curtain on the side where Salvatore was kind of messing with it. And you are led into the back stage. And you do see gangways and all of the rigging to manage and pull the curtains. And then you see exits off to the left and right to lead upwards into other parts of the building. And Talina just kind of quietly leads you through this space up a kind of spiral, small, unornate, unadorned wooden staircase that leads up into a upper hallway. And she leads you down this hallway towards a door. There's a series of them going in different directions, but a specific door she swings open, and she leads you into a study. In this study, it is, again, a lot of these posters, framed posters of various actors leaning corners. On one wall, there is a massive bookshelf. And passive perceptions on Sunshine and Demi, you would catch that Talina walks into this room seemingly confident, and as she steps across the threshold, she pauses for a second, as if almost surprised, staring at the bookshelf, and then shakes her head and takes a few steps forward so that you can bring the body the rest of the way in.
What is wrong?
Um,
Aside from the obvious, no.
I think he was enchanted. Please, all the way in. As you guys follow in,
Sunshine does.
There you go.
Yeah.
she will close the door.
I knew it. Trap.
Capital.
Set him
That was
right.
Telesphore, actually.
Oh, nice.
Tassable
The more
continues.
paranoid of the two. She's
Good
like,
one.
there's like a small sofa, and she kind of gestures you towards there with the body. I'm sorry, and she keeps looking at the bookshelf and then looking back at the body. All right. Hello, Sunshine. Good to see you. My name is Talina. Thank you for coming to my performance. And this, oh God, this was Bertie.
All right.
Great.
Did you expect something like this to happen?
No. I did not. And things have just changed quite drastically, I think, for me. And she has this sort of, like, shell-shocked look on her, as if trying to parse a lot of information.
Can
Could
I
you
side-eye
please-
that? Oops, sorry. Go for it.
Go for it, Parker.
Oh, I was going to say, can I, while she's talking, can Demi side-eye this bookshelf and see if it looks similar to the kind of situation that was in, oh god, the first not actually haunted mansion that we had, where there was, like, something behind a bookshelf?
Sure. You make an
It's like
investigation
episode
check for
1.
me.
19.
It seems like a pretty standard bookshelf.
Okay.
Why do you keep looking at that?
There is... oh, God. You are all friends, Sunshine. You trust these people?
Yes, I do.
Roll persuasion.
Can someone please tell me why we are not taking this person's body to the gods?
It's a natural 20 plus
I
1.
would also like to
Or
know.
21 total.
Natural 20.
Um,
As you ask this, and as Sunshine is vouching for you, you see her kind of soften a little bit. She says, I work for an organization who uses the theater as a front for involvement in various lines of work that require delicacy. Bertie ran this branch of said organization. And somebody has just killed him. I think when I touched him, something was passed to me. And I was not prepared for that, but... and she steps back and walks to the bookshelf, and as she touches it, there is again that flash of the blue mask that you saw before across her face, and an illusion falters and dissipates. And there is a small enclave beyond it, with a table in the center piled with documents and boards with things pinned across it all along and around the circumference of the room.
Sunshine, when she says something was passed on to me, pulls out a diamond. They're like, all right, so I can handle that. Oh, you meant something else. Sorry. I thought you meant you were in mortal peril.
No, I think this was intended.
It's been more than a minute since this person died, correct?
Make a medicine check for me.
Now it has.
I was about to say, I imagine that
We've carried them
they had
up.
already been dead. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Oh,
I thought a
no,
lot
no,
more
no.
time had passed
It-
already.
You're not certain,
Very
which is
likely.
why I'm
I'm
asking
not-
for a
I'm not
medicine
sure.
check. You're,
I'm just
you're-
asking.
At this point, I will say you are certain because you've carried them up these stairs and
For more
everything.
than
That's
a
taken
minute,
well
yeah.
over a minute.
But it's not like he died when we clocked him.
Yeah,
was like-
He died,
I'm
like,
giving you
halfway
a
through the
medicine check
performance.
too as you're taking a
I
look
got an
at it.
11. So I fucking
An
know.
11? Not 100% cause of death at this point.
Murder for sure.
That's fair.
I stinks of something foul.
There's
Birds, maybe.
Talina, correct? I wanted to.
Yes,
make
and you
sure.
are... I'm sorry, your name's...
Oh, Zahl.
Zahl?
I'm Demi.
Demi?
Salvator. Telsifor.
Nice to meet you all. Again, Talina should be fine.
When
I did not know that this existed until just now. And she kind of gestures at the larger room. I work under Bertie's guidance. I can only assume that this is his sort of place for storing information. Okay, things to do. I need to figure out. And she's a little bit processing a lot of information right now, looking at the body.
They just rest a hand on her shoulder.
While
I didn't
she's-
mean.
Oh, no, you're good. Go.
What was that, Sunshine?
I didn't mean to get into any proximity with you.
No, this was bad timing, I think, or fate. You didn't see anything during the show, did you?
I was pretty transfixed. As ever.
She kind of smiles and nods at that. Okay. Right. Okay. I will send word to my contacts in the city regarding his death. I would very much appreciate it if you did not bring this to the guard. It would draw a lot of unwanted attention to our organization.
While she was processing and talking and distracted by Sunshine a little bit, can I have Demi, with her very good memory, try and catch as much stuff on the walls as possible?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Information-wise.
Make an investigation check for me.
In case anything's important. You've been rolling, okay? Ooh, yeah, you are. 26.
26.
19.
And are you trying to do this without being noticed, you said, right?
Probably. Do you want me to roll stealth?
Check for me, yeah.
17.
Okay. It doesn't seem like you've been noticed as you kind of glance. It is a lot of small notes and papers and things like that pinned. You'd likely have to get closer to get a lot of information. But you do see a map up on the wall that does highlight Rel Astra, which is in the Great Kingdoms, and what you believe to be the location of Eos, you're fairly certain.
Why does Relastra sound familiar? What we had talked about it, right? You're why?
That's where I'm from.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure I was filing that under the right thing. Cool.
Josh,
Yes, sir.
can I do an investigation or perception? Because I have this glass with me. Can I and you said it was basically empty, but can I dip a finger in and try to taste to see if anything tastes weird with it?
Sure. You're going to do that?
Yes, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Didn't even look at the body to see what the cause of death
He was
was.
stabbed.
Zahl, as you put this to your lips, it is strange tasting. God damn your immunity. You don't know this, but as you put it to your lips, it tastes off, but you're not certain.
So
I take it.
No!
There you go. Which one of you?
No.
I think Zahl just kind of goes, I don't listen, I don't know. This thing tastes weird. It could just be the fact that it's been watered down for a little bit.
I swear to God.
What? I'm just
I
saying.
swear to her. Do not put any more of this shit in your mouth.
Why?
God damn
I'm
it.
immune to anything bad. So it's
That's
just
you
not
told me you
true.
got the
We had to rip
parasite.
something out of you.
Yeah.
you didn't have to rip anything. My mom ripped it out. Thank you.
I mean,
Anyway.
none of us did it.
Anyway, I did have a question for
think-
you, Miss Talina.
Yes.
Does the word Obane mean anything to you when you touched the fellow birdie? Correct. I saw you mouth it. Oh, it was mouthed when it happened.
That is my real name.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
What have you got there? And she kind of...
You lied to us.
Yes, I'm in the business
I'm
of it.
inspiring a lot of trust here.
Well,
Excuse me. People
Yes?
have different names. Would you like to know my dead name?
Go ahead and tell me, but this person has just instructed us not to inform the guards that this person was murdered in an establishment they now own. This is suspicious. I'm sorry if they're your friend, but this is suspicious.
Do you have an idea as to who did this?
Demi nods subtly behind Salvator.
I would assume somebody would have shared interest.
Shared interest.
Would want to check this room in a moment. Master Zahl, was it?
Yes.
Can I see that glass that you're...
Yeah, sure.
She
I
kind
hand it
of
over.
takes it. Interesting. All right. And she says, she puts it down on the desk and says, "Careful with that." And she makes her way kind of across into the room. Doesn't seem to be stopping you all from following her at this juncture. At this point, the jig is sort of up. Not of her own doing, but because of the way it played out. And she steps into the room and begins to make a circle looking at the board.
I follow and cast Detect Magic.
Okay. As you cast Detect Magic, this space itself appears to be magical. There aren't any magical items or objects sealed away, but the space itself does appear to be abjuration in nature. As you cross over the threshold of it, the whole room from the bookshelves inward is magical.
The space is warded in some way.
Yes, very well, I think, as well. And she is kind of distracted as she's looking at all of these documents. And you see her begin to kind of make her way through as she takes it in. If you guys have anything you want to do.
I'd ask a million questions. What are you looking for? Who do you suspect? I understand that you're going through a lot.
I'm not certain I'm looking for a lead, but I know that I was brought out here because I was asking about the Seekers of the Arcane. And I know we were working on that element. And she kind of is explaining this as she's moving around, and she stops in front of a piece of paper that is pinned to the board. And she kind of pauses and unpins it and takes it down and begins to read it.
They'll read over her shoulder.
Okay. It looks to be hand-scrawled notes that does directly say Seekers of Arcane, and then touches upon in pursuit of an architect or an artifact. It's just a series of bulleted notes, possibly called for by the Sorcerer's Nexus. Target is Eos. Agents appear to be approaching the Tournament of the Foul as a way to gain access to Eos.
You know what the Tournament of the Foul is?
I don't, but perhaps there's information on the board somewhere.
They will do an investigate if they may.
Yeah, roll investigation for me. Rest of the party, you up to anything in here?
Oh god, it's gone. Okay.
Doubting my life choices.
17.
17. It takes a minute as you begin to look away, but eventually you find this piece of paper. What languages do you read?
That's a good question. Foreign, Common, Druidic, Dwarvish, and Primordial.
You would not be able to read this.
Zahl?
What's up?
Can you tell me what this says?
Yep. And I walk over and start reading it.
Okay. As you begin to read it, did we determine, remind me, if this tells you the source language or if it just allows you to read it? I believe it doesn't tell you the source language.
I don't think it tells me the source language. It just tells me that I can just, because it just says you can read all languages.
Yeah, so as you look at this, you begin to read it. And essentially, it is a flyer announcing something called the Tournament of the Foul. The dating on it does appear to be next month. And it is a tournament that is apparently being held by the imminent demigod Eos in his empire, a call for champions. As those who succeed are granted an audience with the demigod himself, and boons along those lines.
Ooh.
So essentially it reads, it's like a flyer, like one of the promotional things for this, it's like a foul, I don't know, it's like this god seems kind of like, let's do a tournament and you get to get my fate. It's stupid.
In use.
Yep, it's his, and he's like,
In use.
The specific location is actually mentioned, Zahl. And
Yes.
that would be...
Where we going?
Sorry, I need to find the... Where did I write this?
They are looking for an artifact in EU. According to this note.
That's not good. Aren't we doing the same thing?
She's very higgledy-piggledy.
I'm sorry, this is... Who is looking for this?
A group called the Seekers of the Arcane.
Josh,
The-
I'm sorry. Go for it, buddy. No. You were talking.
Person who decided to take control of my body for about a year works for them.
I'm sorry, what?
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 Or claimed to.
I
half a
don't
step
think
back.
that's. I don't
Yeah.
think that's the part that we were caught up on.
One
You-
half step back.
Yeah, because you told us that you like
The
lost
first part of
memory,
the sentence.
not that you were controlled.
I don't
Have we
know
heard the
what
lost memory part?
happened. You have.
Zahl
You
has
all
it.
have at this point.
Zahl has.
Yeah, I have. I
Salvatore
think Morton
did.
did. Morton
Salvatore, no, Salvatore. When we looked at the portrait of Morton, asked if they had
Oh,
ever been
yes,
controlled, and they
yes.
told him yes for about a
Ah,
year.
yes.
Gotcha.
So Salvatore has been told.
But he didn't know about the memory loss.
Demi
just knew you were
and
controlled.
Def did not know. I don't think
Okay. I don't know.
any of this.
It's all over the place. I was two
So
different
she's
guys.
like, "What?"
Zahl
Oh
just
no,
walked-
I did tell. Okay, they did tell everyone when they told them about the city. That was
Oh, yes. You did
yeah.
tell us that.
The city. They were
Okay.
told to leap off of a mountain. That's
I
how
don't think
they...
you had a timeline. I think
Ah,
you
yeah,
just
I
said
don't-
you were controlled,
Okay.
and then you said
I don't know that we knew like
I was
the
told
extent.
to jump. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Lost memory.
The location given is 1 month's time in Doraka.
Doraka. This
And
place is in Doraka for this tournament, and apparently you get things from a god. So maybe there's like artifacts or something that the god could give you. I don't.
Even if the god doesn't plan on giving away artifacts, I imagine that's what they're looking for.
Maybe.
Joshua,
1 minute. I fixed
this
my camera.
flyer,
There it is.
the flyer,
Yes.
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Gnothian, Infernal, Primordial, Undercommon.
As you shuffle up, it is an abyssal, Salvatore.
Oh, I could have read that normally.
Oh.
Then
then you do know it's abyssal.
No, it's just abyssal.
Ah, yes, there it is.
So you immediately jumped on the spell thing. I was like, okay, cool.
Well, it was like, Saul, you read this. It's like, all right, I can just read anything, whatever. Like, that's fun. I love that.
What? So you're saying that this is a call? So what do we know? We know.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yes, thank you.
Hold on. Salvatore. Demi is for sure looking
Fully
at Salvatore.
skeptic of this person.
Sorry. Hold on. Again, nice to meet you. We met not even an hour ago.
Yes,
I don't understand why we're just sharing information.
you're right. You are welcome to leave if you would like to.
That's not what we're talking
That's
about.
not what we're talking about.
Well, I'm sharing information with you.
You're sharing someone else's information with
Yes.
That
that
you
I'm-
didn't know
that you
existed.
could have just killed.
Right. So, I'm sorry. So what are you asking me? What are
Did you
looking
kill
for?
that man?
No, I did not.
Proof.
What sort of proof do you want me to provide?
Any would be nice.
I was on the stage the entire time.
Right.
There's
and
ways to
we,
get around that.
By the way, he's always fondling that glass. I was to assume we were saying he was poisoned.
That is what I believe. Yes, based on the information I have.
Right. I wonder if someone who worked here would have had a better access to his drink before the plague.
Look, I apologize. I cannot provide an alibi to you right now. You can take this at face value, or you can go ahead and report me to the guard if that is what you wish to do. Please. I'm going to suffer for it, but if you do feel that strongly that you do not want to proceed, it would be best you leave and take further action elsewhere.
In a minute. We're still looking.
No. Either you leave now, or we behave a little more amicably. All right?
My friend is rather blunt, and I am as well, but you do understand the hesitancy, correct?
Yes, I do. And I appreciate it. And you understand my hesitancy as well. You were also standing in the room and the one who informed me he was dead.
Yes, because I'm better at noticing things than anybody else that was around.
That is irrelevant. I apologize, but I don't know what you want from me. All right? I appreciate it. I am not assuming your guilt. You are being vouched for by Sunshine, and Sunshine is vouching for me. I am proceeding ahead as thusly. If you would like to end this conversation now, you may. But that will be the end of the conversation.
Do as you wish.
I step back entirely and let Sunshine do it, but Demi says nothing else.
She just kind of stands there and watches.
Your question was, what do we know? And the answer is not a lot. But clearly, Bertie believed that the Seekers of the Arcane are going to use in a month's time.
That is what we are learning, yes. And I asked, what do we know, just to contextualize that. I'm finding most of this out now myself.
I don't know why they would kill Bertie if they were busy doing that. I don't have any more context than you in that.
Well, I wonder if that's the reason that they killed him.
Because he suspected.
Because he knew what they were doing.
I don't have a lot that I can do. I imagine there are people you have to contact.
Yes. Yes, there are. Look, clearly, I'm not trusted. That is fine and understandable. This is where I am operating. Hi, guys. If you do not feel comfortable, please feel free to leave.
I'm not leaving. I'm not making any of you stay either. Sunshine will look back to the group. I understand that this is stressful. I understand that this does not feel right. I don't feel right about it either, but I do trust her. I do not expect you to feel the same way I do.
Your trust in her is the only reason this conversation continues.
I know who she is too, so
I'm sorry,
that's why I'm here.
What?
How long have
Sorry.
you known this person?
No, I don't know them. I just said I know who they
More
are.
importantly, when was the last time you saw this person?
Bertie?
No. I'm talking to Sunshine.
Sorry. I didn't know.
About this.
That was Josh misunderstanding.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. I also did.
That was totally me.
No. This is
100%.
Demi being like this person could have changed when was the last time you saw this person?
The last time I saw the person who controlled me, or the last time I saw Talina?
This.
Talina. This person that you're expecting us to trust, or at least hoping that we will. When is the last time you saw this person?
The person who controlled me was not coming for me. He wanted her. I made it to her rooms first. He and Matim were waiting to ambush her. Instead, they ambushed me. I managed to yell and she got away. 7 years ago.
So you... you haven't seen this person for 7 years?
No.
Understood.
and I haven't seen Jor in 6. He's the one who told me to jump off the mountain.
So obviously that one dies on sight, but what we do about this friend of yours is different.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Can I? Because like we're in like the little like alcove room,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Can I just like dart my eyes around to see if I see anything that says the Scarlet Brotherhood?
Yeah, make a investigation check for me. And at this point, she hasn't stopped y'all from accessing this information.
Okay. Investigation, you said?
Yes.
That is a 13. I don't know why.
There's nothing that stands out to you. With a
Okay.
13, you're not certain if you missed it or not. You're kind of moving pretty quickly. And there's a lot of information on this wall.
Cool. I mean, and I think that, like Dahl's saying this as he's like looking around. There's a lot of information in here, and we have our own things going on. And it would seem like maybe our paths have crossed for a reason, right?
You have your secrets. I'm not asking you to share them. All of mine have essentially been laid bare here. At least to some extent.
Were you told to hunt Jor? Or is it something you just wanted to do?
Yes, I was looking into him at Bertie's order, but I was transferred here in pursuit of him. I asked for the posting. I heard they were looking for the Seekers out here, so I asked to come out here. The handlers don't give us all the information. We act based on it. Sorry, Sean. We act on their direction. Safer that way. Or at least easier to keep things concealed.
Are you a handler now?
I believe so. But the last agent left, and now I need to make calls, both around the city and to the other establishments. I do have things I need to do. So if we need to part ways here, then so be it.
Seems possible that our goals are in some way aligned, but I don't really know how to navigate this.
Yes,
There are
it's
things you cannot tell me.
a predicament. I am still attempting to pass the information that I have received here. Clearly, between the few of us, I have been chasing Jor. Jor is operating for the Seekers. The Seekers is headed towards Eos. There's reason to believe or speculate that perhaps Bertie was removed from the equation because they knew he was on their trail. We've gotten that far, and it seems that we are at an impasse beyond that.
Doesn't that also mean that you are now, with access to this information, going to be targeted as well?
Possibly.
Shouldn't you leave?
I have a job to do. It's a part of the business.
That
If
is
you
unbearable.
If you so see fit to turn me in, I don't plan on leaving, and I assume you have a pretty good way of tracking me down if I do. So, if we have nothing further,
Because I desperately don't want to leave you alone, given what has just happened to Bertie. But I understand that you absolutely need that space right now.
yes.
Can I meet you in the morning?
Where did you have in mind?
Probably know the city better. Is there a place you would prefer?
Let's do the south side of the Arboretum.
Right.
It's quiet in the morning. It's all acting, audience. All right.
Stay safe, please.
You as well.
There's just this extended, just pained look. I think for an instant their hands just kind of brush hers, and then
She kind of smiles and gives you a nod.
right in the morning then.
Farewell.
And unless the group objects, I guess they go.
She just kind of stands there waiting. There's this moment of like, are they gonna bind and gag me and drag me to the guards, or not? As she kind of just waits.
I follow Sunshine.
I just walk out with
Yeah, I follow.
everybody else.
Okay. You make your way out, and where are you headed, my friends? As you leave this office, you are actually, I assume, closing the door behind you, which means you do have free reign of this space at this juncture.
I'm good.
Okay.
Where are we staying?
Can we?
I need to get to my
There.
bed.
So there was a place to go buy drinks, correct?
Here at
the-
the
in
yes,
the front
there's a
of the
small
theater?
bar near the front in the lobby.
I would just like to take a quick fucking look at that bar, if you don't mind.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. You make your way.
Now,
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
sorry, I just wanted to. Did we see him with like a bottle or just a glass?
Just the
You saw him
glass.
with just the glass.
And we didn't notice who was running the drink thing because we didn't go get any, right?
That is
No.
accurate. Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Make your way back down towards the bar.
Yeah, they would just like to investigate that space.
Okay. As you make your way back down, there are still people down here in the lobby, like getting drinks and discussing with one another.
Just a bunch of dead people.
Yeah, they're all dead. No, there's a bunch of. There's still. To them, nothing has changed.
But the bottles.
They saw the
They're all
show.
poisoned.
They're a little weirded out that the performer hasn't come out, which is kind of usually the behavior. But people are just kind of, a few folks having a drink. Some folks have left, headed out into the evening air. It is about 9 p.m. at this point, all said and done. As you head into this room, you do see the bar kind of against the... There's the wall with 2 doors leading into the theater, and the bar just kind of sits against that wall. It's nothing big or special, and you can see bottled liquors. A few folks are standing there, kind of just grabbing themselves drinks over the counter.
Okay.
So
there seem to
nobody's
be anyone-
serving.
Nobody's serving.
Yeah. Okay.
That's weird.
Does there?
Suspicious.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Does there?
Can I?
Was there
Is there-
anyone who seemed to be watching the door as the entrance to, like, anyone looking for the
ushers?
performer?
So, make a perception check for me. And sorry,
And there's no ushers.
there are no ushers. And you do recall coming in, Birdie was the one who took the tickets. Like, this is a small establishment. They keep a few folks running it at tops. And the performance, again, you're fairly certain there would need to be people to run lighting or do the prestidigitation, and there was the band. So summarizing number of individuals working in the space, not a lot of front of house, just the performers and the people that support them.
Yeah.
You do look
Questioning
around, there are
20.
a few... I'm sorry, Button.
You're good.
Questioning 20 on that perception check? Was that perception?
Yes.
And you are looking for...
To see if there's anyone who was, like, clocking the performer's re-entrance.
As you're looking around, a few people kind of glance at the door to see who's coming in as you step out of the theater into this lobby space, but nobody specifically seems to be engaged or interested, or looking around or asking.
There's no, like, practice disinterest?
No practice disinterest.
Okay.
Peach Posh.
Is there anyone who seems like, and this is gonna be a weird thing, like very comfortable in this space?
Make an insight check.
Okay, and it,
Like a
Inside
regular,
this room, yeah.
like a regular.
like a regular is what I'm.
Sure, yeah.
Fair.
yeah,
Anyone in the corner going,
I've done it, you see.
again.
You said insight. Oh, I have advantage on insight. That's actually very handy.
How insightful. Is
That's great because I needed it because I got a 3 and an 18, so I got an 18.
18. As you're glancing around, there are a few people who look comfortable, like they're chatting away. They're the ones leaning over the bar, pouring themselves drinks.
Can I like saunter up to one of them?
Okay.
And hi, sorry, new to the
hello.
theater,
Yes.
new to the theater scene.
Well, welcome. Please, great theatre scenes. Quite the place.
Quite nice, I can't lie. And that performance was amazing.
Yes, Tina, brand new, first night.
Amazing.
Good show to be here for.
I did have a quick question, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course.
Is there like,
Please ask away.
is there like a bartender or anything like that? I thought
Usually
I saw one
Bertie
earlier.
comes and handles it after the fact.
Okay, because was there another person here earlier? Because I walked past, I wanted to make sure I was perfectly
I think
on part of the show.
before we went in, it was just Bertie took the tickets and then meandered over to the bar, got drinks for a few of us, probably for himself.
Gotcha. I totally understand. I
Wonderful
just didn't,
chap.
again, knew, yeah, it seems pretty nice.
Little standoffish, but
Well,
runs the theatre.
know.
well.
of course. But I was just wondering, again, this is a whole new kind of experiencing it for this time. Thank you. Thank you very
course.
much.
Yes.
And Zahl walks back and relays that information to the group.
With the perception. Oh, I already answered your perception check, didn't
Yeah.
I? Sorry. I'm juggling too many pieces!
So we don't know then.
Correct.
No. Somebody could have set it up.
I wasn't looking for anything during the performance. I wasn't aware it was a potentially dangerous situation.
Me neither.
I did not anticipate it being so either.
So do we go stay at the stable again?
Possible? Go stay at the stable.
I need to go grab my bag anyway. So
It's close, so might as well just stay there another night. What are we doing tomorrow?
I imagine we could talk about that not here.
yeah.
Right.
I hate the thought of leaving, though. And I'll just eat it. Again, there's no equanimity where there usually is. They are not okay with this.
So, you're
We can talk about this somewhere else.
you want to stay here?
Sunshine is going to, for the first time, Um,
Go into a rage.
and Josh, you. No, I'm not going to rage. I full classed into barbarian. No.
What an adventure.
As that last level.
So,
Do a nice little murder.
Josh, it can very easily be flavor-wise, I'm okay with doing pseudo dragon like everyone else, but they would like to summon a wild companion for the first time.
Oh, you tell me what it is.
Okay. Then I think for the first time ever, it looks like they are actually praying. It's an action, but I imagine they take a little longer the first time. They just say, "Sirdi, please watch this space. I need you to. I need eyes here." And they will summon this kind of purplish astral pseudo dragon.
May I flavor this?
Yes.
As you are doing this and you bring this
Real
this
dragon.
prayer, those of you watching, you
Itsy bitsy
see
swordware.
as the scarring that runs up their neck, one of the constellations begins to shift. And it spreads out in this dragon-like pattern, actually across their skin for a moment before popping out and manifesting as this sort of celestial purple pseudo-dragon, translucent for a moment as it begins to take form, kind of dissipating out of this astral scarring that runs down their torso.
More of them.
Stop it. You have a whole
You have
other
a-
you.
Thank you. I was about
Not
to
a
say.
pet.
We can.
Offended at the implication.
Also, Ashi's fully sentient and has had conversations with you many times. He's not a pet. He's my little brother.
Hey there.
Treat him like a pet.
Oh no.
Hello.
Can you watch this space for me?
Of course. This is space? And it kind of points at the room.
They're going to lean down and whisper. Do they have to?
Your
Yeah.
pseudo dragon is fancy. Everybody else has a similar dialect.
This one's Fae. Oh, I do. It can speak. Okay, they'll say it in Druidic
I was
because
talking
it can
about-
understand the languages that I speak. They will whisper to it in Druidic. Just all of the details about where Obeid is.
All right.
How they don't want anyone harming her. Don't really converse with anyone about this.
All right.
Just make sure she's safe.
Can do. And it kind of
Thank you.
spreads its wings and actually heads out the door, and you kind of see it flip upwards along the building.
Oh my goodness.
That was very cute.
You could have done that. That's very cool.
I've never done that before. There was a need.
I just,
And you're all right with us leaving.
If I understand my magic correctly, that little guy will be here for about 2 hours. I might come back, but I would like to speak with you somewhere safer in the
All
meantime
right.
and understand where all of you are. You've been through a lot, and I'm very sorry.
We can go talk first. So, we'll just go back to the stables.
You do so easy enough. Make your way out into the cool night's air, cross the square, back
let me
into
get
the
here.
stables, and
Put
then
my armor back.
and then back into one of the rooms. I assume that you have
Yeah.
acquired. Okay, you find yourselves alone in a room.
so that was fun.
Why
Yeah.
can't
Unfortunate.
it just be a good
Oh,
day?
unfortunate. Yep, that's what I was gonna go with.
Ugh. Anyways,
Yikes.
so friend seems nice.
Salvator, you're very lovely.
think you
Oh,
know the problem we see here.
Very
I don't
much
think
so.
it needs to be discussed
don't-
as heavily.
No, I would more like to discuss what it is you want to do.
It's fair.
Salvator,
Yes.
would you mind popping open the map?
We're in like a big room, Josh.
It's like a 2-bed room. You can try and close it in a little bit.
I'll try and close it in as much as I can, but if I see it going beyond the walls,
So the way it kind of works is if you can't blow it out, there's a lot of detail lost. You know what I mean?
that's fine.
You can keep it in close, but it's gonna be like looking at a globe.
just general shapes of the continents and whatnot.
you're
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
like continents. So it's not Whereas you might want to like a rollout map. You're probably not gonna get that in the space.
Yeah.
I now
I'll
just
do it as best
have
I
to
can.
be honest with you. I now imagine this like an Iron Man suit just hovering, and then it's like, oh, I gotta see this part. You just like zoom.
That's
and it's just
essentially
getting
what it
bigger
is,
and
but it like blows
It's
outwards.
getting like infinite bigger. It's like, that's a nice little city right there. I have to get
Like
back.
Google Maps, except there's no
Yeah.
resolution in
Yeah,
it.
it just goes beyond the edge of the phone.
Yeah.
And the scepter of dominance is in use.
That is
That's what I was.
correct.
Yes, I will bring up the
That's what I was gonna ask him to do.
all the items,
Yes.
including the throne, just to make sure they're all in the same places we remember them being.
Everything appears to be in the location that you give or take last checked it.
Yeah.
You don't have an exact, but you know the throne is sitting at Neildra. The sword and the crown are sitting in the Great Kingdoms, or in that
Yeah.
general region, and the scepter is up north.
Do they look like they've moved in the region of the Great Kingdom?
It's a little difficult to tell with the scale of the map, but it would seem that likely, and I will even say if you
They've
guys wanted to
shifted.
take a walk to a fucking warehouse and get it big enough, right? I'm not gonna be pedantic
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You're able to they're further westward, near the border of ID currently.
Interesting.
That'd be
Okay.
near.
Because just for ease's sake,
Yeah,
let's
Yeah.
not
Enhance.
fuck around with that too much.
Enhance.
fair. Enhance.
Enhance. Enhance.
Ah,
The intent to be secretive has been applied by the party, and I will accept
Yes.
it and not
Thank
fuck you over.
thanks.
I get where you're coming from.
Take notes, everyone who DMs in the chat.
Honestly though,
It's fucking good
honestly though,
The good shit.
Uh,
I'll have it open. Like, all right, why am I doing this?
right. I just wanted to see exactly where the pieces were, and specifically, the last that we know isn't specifically under the control of the Brotherhood. Is right where this tournament's going to happen. Correct? Is that like?
That's what they're looking for.
Does that line up with the town name we got, Josh? That area of
make a history
world?
check for me, and Salvatore, you've
Baraka.
actually lived the closest to this region, so I'll give
Do we
you
all-
advantage.
oh shit,
You can all
dude.
make history checks. Yeah, the DC
Well, the
is pretty
first
high
one
on
was
it.
a 28.
Okay.
The second one.
Natural one!
Ooh,
That's
I
sunshine.
12.
don't know.
27.
27. The
lived a
DC was
little
actually pretty
closer.
low for sunshine as well. Sorry, what was that, Parker?
27.
27.
I
Zal.
live just a little.
Oh,
closer.
I got a 12.
A 12,
You know I
okay.
knew of it.
Zal, no way.
Little different.
Sunshine,
Wow.
you are contesting with a lot of information right now, and you're just not focusing on it. Demi, you've heard of Daraka in the context of like this great threat merging on the northern borders in this
shit.
like theatric thing.
I don't want to go there.
Salvatore, you would know that this is the seat of power for Eos.
Ah, yes. Great place. Wonderful vacation spot. Does it
Hey.
line up on the map with that little point, though? The region.
They are going to.
It does.
Ah, there it
They're going
is.
to just look down at Umak's lantern. Do you know anything about this tournament of the fowl? Is that what it's called?
Tournament of the Fowl.
Hello, Lamb.
Hello.
This is Umak.
Hey, Josh.
Again.
I'm sorry to ask this now
We
because
know.
it just hit my head. Is it foul as in the animal or as in like
It's a bird.
Like foul, like the
It's a giant
adjective.
chicken tournament.
But I'm
I
asking.
thought it was like
hey,
ravens or
bud.
some shit.
Hey, bud.
It's fair. It's fair.
You named
F-O-U-L.
villains after animals, and I'm like, oh my god, is this? Yeah.
U-L,
Cool.
Foul is in
thought
disgusting.
It's like, it
Cool.
makes more sense for someone to name it after birds than gross stuff.
Well, 'cause my head went.
Except for
What if
ears.
we've been saying tournament of the fowl, and it's like foul as in the bird, and it's like,
It's chicken fights.
It's all a
and it's like
conspiracy.
no, it's like the Brotherhood.
The
'cause
chicken
they're named
is the
after
next
animals.
member of the Scarlet Brotherhood. That's the menagerie right there.
Yeah, the
Well, there was a
Scarlet
great
Cluck
Menagerie.
Cluck Boy,
So,
Cluck Cluck Boy,
That's true.
gotcha. I'll take him down.
anywho's it's.
Sunshine, as you reach out to Umak, you're asking if this sounds familiar to him.
Bakak.
Once every decade or so, I think the intent is for the demigod to draw talent to his side. People who might aid him in his goals, whatever they are. Evil talent show.
What a time.
Oh boy.
Drink this whole glass of water while this guy's gonna talk.
It's Talsivore.
No, it's Palmator. It's fucking. So turn to Palmator and just like.
Oh my god.
So Talsivore on my lap and be like, hello.
Yeah.
I made him.
Oh god.
This is a
No.
real puppet.
Oh my god. So that's in a month.
Mm-hmm.
If we
Being the seat of power, I think someone was holding pretty tightly to whatever that scepter is.
yes. If
Might
you
be
win, you meet the demigod.
the demigod, who I'm
Yes.
assuming has it.
So
Yes.
I wonder if you meet him, if it's possible that can be what you request that you win.
Why does the chair just turn you to stone? I hear all the other ones give you something to do, but the chair just turns you to stone.
Maybe the chair's the last thing. You have to have all the things,
There's
like
no
all the
last
pieces.
thing. They're all
Like a
here.
wombo combo.
No, but I mean in this.
What did you just say?
It's a wombo combo.
Name of the episode.
That's the wombo combo.
Wombo combo.
It's so
Hell yeah,
good.
dude.
Oh my god.
It
Sorry,
caught me
my
way
face was
late.
serious for too long.
No, you're good. It
get all
just
the
caught me
giggles
way too late there, and that's why I was like, wait, what? But maybe it's we've only known one person to sit in the chair. Maybe they just want the right person.
Who?
You know what I
Two?
mean?
Two? I think maybe
Two?
one. I can't
dwarves?
remember. It was just a
It was
dwarf.
a wizard.
No, I thought the wizard watched. Maybe it was the wizard. I
It
don't
was the
remember.
wizard who sat
We
in the
didn't tend to
chair,
do that.
became obsidian, and shattered in
What?
front of all of them. So then none of them wanted to touch it anymore.
Ah, yes. Wizards touching ancient artifacts that may be dangerous. Sounds right.
I don't appreciate the shade.
I just figured you might be sensitive to the sun. Anyway, I. So,
Do you think you need all of the objects to sit on the chair, or just that one? They'll point
We
to
should try
Salvatore's
and
hand.
find out, right?
no!
That is
Give
up
it-
to you, Salvatore.
I'm
That
so
might
curious.
be an ending. You
I'm-
understand that? That might be an
Or
ending.
the beginning.
I like
enough.
what Salvatore
It might be.
Conversation for much later, I assume.
Honestly, this feels like a me conversation, and I get it now.
Look good in a crown.
I'm gonna disagree.
You should see me in a
I
crown.
just immediately Billie Eilish.
Immediately that is now on Salvatore's playlist. The only song on Salvatore's playlist.
Salvatore has a playlist, of course. It's one song. It's Billie Eilish,
Yeah,
apparently.
you can see me in the crowd.
So anyway, that's in a month.
Yes.
Particularly pertinent. We also were going towards the jungle.
I think the question was more directed at the morning. Right?
Right. The morning you'd like to meet up with your friend, although
if you're going to go back there when your little pseudo dragon friend is gone, then won't you already be there?
I don't know what to do. I'm just terrified for her. I spent the majority of my life with her. I just want to make sure that she's okay.
How much alone time does she need?
She's not coming with us.
No. Just tonight, do you think? I could try to... I've been working on something.
The hell is this?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yes, what are
Finish
you
the
talking
sentence.
about?
I can.
You've been just revealing magic that you can do that is shocking in the last
I'm
few days.
sorry,
well,
are you bogarting spells now?
Excuse you. It's a possibility, but if we wanted to go back there, and if you wanted to ask her if she would like to stay somewhere safe with us, we could possibly... It'll make sense when I show you. Would
That
you
is
like...
deeply mysterious, but it sounds lovely.
Or I don't have to show anything that I do ever again, and I can just continue to sing songs.
You brought it up.
Like I said,
Yeah,
I would love to see it. It's just very mysterious the way you're presenting it.
Would you like to ask her if it would be all right for us to stay in the theater with her tonight, and I will provide a way in which she is safe and also has her space?
That sounds wonderful.
Great.
Before we do
Let's...
that,
Okay. Yes.
Sunshine,
Salvator.
you mentioned not knowing this person for 7 full years.
And in that time, she killed one of the men who did this to me. I can't claim to know what she's been up to fully. But she spent the past 7 years trying to fix what happened to me.
About that, Zahl,
Yep.
didn't your cow friend lose part of his self, or
Okay.
trapped in some way or something?
Really?
Listen, I really
Cow
didn't pay
friend?
attention
The
around that
actual
time.
term is
That's-
Fearbulk.
I had just come
really
back to
fucked
life.
up,
It was
bud.
crazy. I was seeing cow people and bear people. It was a bit of a
Just-
Cousin, bears
storm
and
of new
cities.
sensory information.
That's a lot to say.
But
I just gotta
you-
be honest with you.
Did do something to fix him, correct?
Yes, I
Couldn't you try that here?
Sure. Do you want me to? I don't. The thing is what I did more or less, freed him from like constraints rather than, how do I put this the right way? Like I can't. I don't know if I'm able to bring back memory. I could try.
Right, but you did it on me once, and it just felt so restorative in a way.
Was it great or was it?
It was all
Lesser.
It didn't really do anything.
Was it great or was it lesser? That's what I'm asking.
It was pretty lesser, but
well,
we could see if it works on
Great,
someone.
because I definitely,
else.
it definitely felt pretty great. Anyway, do you want me to try Sunshine?
I wouldn't say no.
Okay.
Yes.
Right now, or are we?
Might help.
Okay.
Maybe you
It
have
might.
something we might need to know about, since all of this is coming to a head.
Great. Cool. Yeah, absolutely. And Zahl reaches in his pouch, brings out a handful of 100 gold dust, and because you're the first person that I've cast this on that isn't sitting or anything in front of him, he's gonna kind of blow it at you as he casts it, and it's like a golden. But it's like a golden. It looks like a golden rainfall of like powder on them. And as it touches, it almost slithers together like snakes, really quickly. And I'm gonna cast Greater Restoration
On Sunshine.
on Sunshine.
Oh, on Sunshine. Oh. Well.
Who did you?
Me.
That's not gonna work.
Sunshine's memory.
So selfish.
Okay. So
Wait, I
you
have
cast
Sunshine.
Greater Restoration on Sunshine, and your intent is.
My intent is to because it has the ability to lift a curse on. Oh wait, no. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure. 'Cause I'm looking at exactly what it's able to do.
The memory.
There's not. My intention is to go after to see if there's like a way to unlock the memory, if possible. I don't know what would affect that, but if there's a way to.
The keyword I'm looking for is charmed.
I'm trying to, I'm trying to unpetrify a memory, if you will. Josh, I'm trying to unpetrify a memory, if you will. Not charm, of course, not charm, but like no, charm effect. I'm trying to get in there and get it out.
Okay.
Get out of there.
Get it out of there.
Restore that scar on their neck. Get that out of there.
No, because I don't. Nope, I feel like
The artwork, it's done.
Funnily enough,
Just the racer.
as you cast Greater Restoration upon Sunshine, attempting to undo the whatever was done to them. Sunshine, I need you to make a Constitution saving.
Counterspell?
What's my con? Question 20.
Zahl.
A questioning 20. Okay.
Nice.
As this golden, radiant sort of snake form dust hits you, you feel it begin to seep in, and then there is a tug to your right. There is no physical thing there, but you feel an intense pressure pulling you. Then a sudden, similar tug to the left. Then a tug from behind. As you guys are watching Sunshine, you see as the scar, where their echoes begin to manifest, pulls outward and then surges back inwards. There's another bulge of this sort of celestial, radiant version of Sunshine as it attempts to pull itself, be forced from Sunshine's body. Are you proceeding? Because this is going to be a little bit longer.
Is my question does Sunshine look like they are in pain? Does this look
Sunshine.
like
Because if it's just like this.
Yeah. Woo.
I'm just dancing.
loosey goose?
Something that you have compartmentalized, feelings, emotions, experiences, or had compartmentalized on your behalf, you're not certain, are yanked at. You feel surges of emotions, of pain, of sadness, of fear, pulling in different directions, surging within your body. Each time you feel almost this, it's akin to when one of your echoes manifest, but it bubbles outwards and then pulls back inwards. It is emotionally painful.
Mm-hmm.
Do I
I think they just grit their teeth. I want to know.
Okay.
Sleep.
Protection from evil and good. I don't
And the
think
door
it'll
just
do
like-
anything, but
Okay. You feel this now as what almost appears to be, again, these lunges, these surges of these echoes pull outwards. Again, 1, 2, 3, snapping back inwards. Sunshine, you keep almost knocked around this room. And suddenly there is this intense draw. And I need you to make one more Constitution saving throw.
Josh, can I have my rolls for the day?
You can. You want all 6
That's
of them?
important.
Yes, please.
so good.
That was an 18 because I rolled an 8.
Oh, okay. Well,
The first 3 are 15, 17, 18.
Nice.
Second
Okay.
3 are 7, 3, 18.
Wow.
Hey,
2 18s, baby.
18s.
And a 3, which will be nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please proceed.
What was that total, Sunshine?
18.
18. As you feel segments of yourself, this time it takes, as an echo pops to your right, then a second one to your left. You go, wait a minute, this is not right. And a fourth one. Excuse me, a third one. I know how numbers work. A third one in front of you, a fourth one, a fifth one, a sixth one. As a series of echoes manifest out around you, mirror images of you, although they're facial features in very different states of pain. And I need to roll some dice really quick.
Are we seeing this?
You are watching this happen in real time.
Oh my god.
Am I still having to concentrate on my spell?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that it's not a concentration spell, but you're
No,
holding
that's
on.
valid. No, that's completely valid. That's why I was wondering. I didn't know like how this was working. Is this playing as like a? It's all cast it, and it's just like, what is happening? I didn't do
Soul,
this.
what did you do? This is your fault.
Sunshine. As
Soul's
versions of
arms are
you
still up and
are
like shaking.
pulled from your psyche, you take 48 points of psychic damage.
Woohoo! Ow!
Button, love you. Oh! Yikes!
And as you blink, that immense racking pain hitting your body, this suffusion of emotions that you hadn't realized were there, all of a sudden you feel almost empty, like something you didn't know was there is missing, as these 6 reflections of yourself stand around you.
Can you speak now?
They all kind of turn, almost in unison. There is it's just slight independence of it to look at you. And as you kind of glance around, they kind of nod their head.
Shake their head or nod their head?
Sorry, shake their head as a negative. Thank you.
No.
Important semantic that I got wrong.
Will you?
No.
Yeah, shake it, you
They do a
angry.
non-committal sort of. And as you look at these expressions, Sunshine, one looks to almost be caught in this visage of terror. One in deep, deep sadness. One enraged. Each one representing different expressions of emotion. All this sparkling, sort of star-like form of you.
They kind of steel themselves for a moment. I mean it. I do want to know when they're going to touch the nearest.
Okay. As you touch this one, and this one has this. Roll an insight check for me on yourself as you look at its visage before you touch it.
I rolled a 13 plus stuff. Insight?
Yeah.
21.
It is this immense look of guilt.
Oh.
And you touch it, and it, and you feel this force as it impacts back into you, and you feel a piece snap back in.
A piece, like a memory?
A piece of yourself.
In a way that feels like a good thing?
Do you feel the grief
A weight
or guilt?
suffuses you. A guilt, so to speak, of actions that you do not remember taking.
But I don't know what they are.
There is a layer of it, but you need all the pieces of this to really understand.
Okay. They're just going to.
And I will say at this point, trigger warning, because this is a weird psychoanalysis in some ways. That
What?
Yeah.
No, someone's emotions just manifest in physical form.
Yeah.
It's normal D&D stuff.
Yeah.
Going to look at Zahl really fast. I might pass out.
What?
And then they touch the next one.
Okay.
Cast mass healing word.
The next
Well,
one.
hold up and wait.
Standing around.
It doesn't do anything for me.
The next one.
I'm aware. I'd only have one healing spell, you dick. I can only do
Sorry, I'll
this.
leave.
The next one is that visage of
I'll wait.
outrage, that almost screaming, angry face, and you feel it, and you feel the surge of anger at the individuals who were involved in this, whatever it was. You touch the next one, and again, there's this sense of all of a sudden incredible fear, like you can't escape this, you're trapped, you're caught, these raw emotions manifesting back within you as you, with each one, you interact with them. The next one being that immense sadness. You remember being sad, but this is far heavier as it hits you. Then remorse for your actions, for what occurred under this control. And you look to this last one, and your face is contorted into this slightly maddened grin.
They're just going to look at that one for a moment. I hardly recognize you, but I suppose that's the point. And they're just going to embrace it.
And you are hit by this wave of this ball of emotion and energy that was bundled up as an attempt to conceal or reconcile whatever it was you were forced to do in your own mind. And as you take this back in, I need another Constitution saving throw.
18.
Thank you, because that was a 2.
I didn't know that at the time.
18 plus 10, so 28.
Yeah.
You take this
Close
half,
that up.
so you are going to take 15 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
As this final emotion hits you and there is this wave of raw feeling. You're a person who has felt many things. You're not contained, you've lived free, you've lived your life. But this is something that was locked away, taken from you, or placed away from you. Something that was, you're not sure if it was secured away, if it was done maliciously or to protect you, but it comes washing back in. Your own feelings sealed away from your memory. Echoes of yourself once returned to you. And with that, there is a wave of convoluted memories that you immediately begin to attempt to parse and repress and contend with as they fight for dominance within your own mind.
I think they're just, for a moment, or they have no concept of time. They close their eyes and they are looking at those 6 still, each of them, just in their mind's eye. And they just slowly grab the hand of one, grab the hand of the other, and then slowly just bring them all so that they're touching every single one's hands. We cannot be in the business of running. Or hiding. You're all very loud. Can you show me the path we took.
Each of the expressions as they look at you softens slightly with your words, not completely. But as you glance at each of these faces, these reflections of yourself looking back at you, there is a slight loss of intensity as you face them. And you see the visage of sadness, this echo of sadness within you, step forward, and a memory begins to surface. It's still hazy, blurry. Piecing this all together is going to take time. But as you step into this first memory, you find yourself sitting quietly, silently around a campfire in the dark of night. And figures kind of move around you. And sitting across from you, you see the face of Matam and Jor, openly conversing about next steps. And you recall this worried tone coming from Matam. Fear that Jor has overstepped. They've gotten in over their heads. That they weren't supposed to take you. That they were supposed to take Obaid. That them poking around with the blue masks was a problem. And that Obaid had gotten away. And that did not bode well from them. And Jor, ever this cocky, overly aggressive figure that they were, dismisses it outright, indicating that all will be forgiven and the Seekers will accept them if they're able to prove that the artifact they use on you will work elsewhere.
Ah! Okay. Ooh. Okay. Is there memory of said artifact?
As you
if they push.
attempt to kind of push, just roll a straight wisdom for me.
18.
Thank you. 21.
Salvator reaches through time and space now to change the past with his divination powers.
He's amazing!
I get 6 more tomorrow.
Pew, pew.
Kill me.
As you begin to push. So what is your total wisdom with that 18?
21.
21. Perfect.
A fighter first. I'm not.
You flash back to the moment where you are standing in this inn room, confronting Jor and Matam. You remember the moments leading up to this. You remember the confrontation. But what you did not recall was a small obsidian jet black scepter standing or held behind Jor's back. And as he steps towards you, it comes out from behind his side, and that is when the compulsion hits you. And suddenly you feel yourself completely locked away, compelled not to disobey, not to defend, not to talk back, not to fight back. Portions of yourself seemingly locked out of the ability to control yourself. And again, trigger warning here, please. And it is just this jet black rod, about 8-9 inches long, with nearly no discerning features.
Oh. They, back in their mind's eye, will just look at the sad one and hug them close and try and bring them back into the fold completely and then open them.
You feel this kind of embrace of yourself, of portions of you. And as your eyes return, the echoes are gone. And you are standing in this room. Salvator peeking from behind a door. Zahl and Demi standing beside you. Zahl still holding this spell over you. Although, Zahl, you're pretty certain at this point it's faded.
I haven't dropped my arms at all. So I was like, still doing like partial concentration. I'm like, I think I got it. I think I'm doing it. But
All right. So, he had it. I think.
what?
I need more
hello?
information.
Hello?
You good?
I feel like I have a very bad headache, like I took a lot of psychic damage.
Oh,
My head
What
is
is
only
that?
I only have
I got
I
it. I
am
got it. I got it. Hey,
I'm doing it too.
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
It's too
He had
late.
it.
Take 19 points.
Thank you. Thank you very
Cool.
much.
And also take.
Uh,
Where's my little? I forgot what I have to roll for it. I have too many options. What is happening? I've done too much. Oh.
What's happening?
I think
I don't
Adam's healing.
I am.
Got really
Also take 19 from me.
Twins. Thank you very much. Wow. Wow. Another wombo combo.
What is that's a term I've never
I
heard
don't
before.
know if I
Pretty
enjoy
great.
I'm
I like it.
coping. All right.
What?
Wombo's a type of lizard that... No, I'm
Yes.
kidding. I'm sorry.
And if you pair it with
Wombo's a type
something,
of
it's called the
snack.
wombo combo.
He had a scepter. It was obsidian.
Well, you know what that means?
Could be a coincidence.
No, it's
Salvatore.
Right. Sure.
Listen,
But that begs the question, why are they heading to a use if they already had access to it?
Didn't your friend kill him?
they were probably giving it to a demigod.
Somebody took it?
You think they're giving it to
Oh.
you?
Ooh.
They're giving it back?
Or just giving it as a gift.
And
Well,
if they
it-
win, they get to meet him.
It's a talent,
Damn.
Joe.
Hang on, no, I think
is in
they made the
use.
trip to him and gave it to him as a gift
But now they're going
Oh.
back.
a long time ago, roughly 7 years, I would say.
Oh,
Ooh.
fair. How do they expect to get
Oops.
back?
Right.
Why would they be going back if not to get it?
We read that book about EUs. Isn't his whole thing like their whole thing like servitude and chains and domination?
Yeah.
Dope. Okay.
But
And
I
he's
am
got the throne?
And he has the scepter of
Oh,
cool.
Domination.
Ah.
he couldn't get the fucking map?
Then we'd be lost. Where would we be?
No, I'd have a cool mind control rod. That's not cool.
That's not good.
Lawless people would be controlled right now.
Feels icky.
That's true.
AKA 0 people.
You would have wielded it more
Imagine-
appropriately.
I would have been responsible, of course.
Matim was afraid.
He would have pulled pranks on us.
They had used it on me, and not her. He's afraid that they had overstepped.
Okay.
And Jor believed that the Seekers would accept them if they were able to prove the artifact worked on me and would work elsewhere. But in that time, they no longer possess it. They are perhaps going back because they want to possess it again, I am not certain. But it did not remain, I don't think, in their hands. If it has been, as your map says, in EUs since I began traveling with you.
Is there any
And
way
they were
to
just here.
Is there any way to make a history check or something to see if like 7 years ago EUs was like, hey, we're really like on the map now? Like, did something happen like a couple years ago?
Or they were like, hey,
And
we
their
totally
reach
beat up these two guys
Ex-
in the woods.
like
History
their
check
reach
for me.
extended, like, you know what I mean?
We kicked the shit these two guys traveling
That's
on the road.
22. I didn't roll
I
great.
stole this blaster out. I don't know what it does. But...
I rolled a 10.
As you are thinking on this, EU's hasn't expanded in about 80 or 90 years.
Okay.
Losers.
What a bitch he is, huh?
Why are they looking for champions? That's weird.
Yeah, unless they want to mind control them.
To be a weapon.
That'd be fun.
Anyone's guess, really.
Well,
Yeah.
hey,
I don't think
They
we
are
should go.
going back, and they have
think
knowledge of
definitely
this.
should.
Well, they're not going back. Didn't your friend say they killed one of them?
Jor is going back. It sounds to me like it, anyway.
The
Martin is dead.
Arcane Seekers. And
Seekers of the Arcane.
includes your... Okay.
Right.
He had it in his hand.
Sounds like he made a few bad decisions with it in his hand.
Sunshine, make a wisdom check for me.
17.
Thank you. 20.
It's 20. Okay.
Sorry.
Salvatore's just like, boom,
How
boom.
do you know?
Attempt to
Well, you're
have
relaxed today.
this conversation as you parse these memories simultaneously, the mind working in very mysterious ways as you attempt to focus on multiple things, can deal with all of this bombardment of memories. Images flash back as you think about this rod. You see a period where you're walking down the road, shuffling behind Jor and Madam, and he has this thing in his hand. And he's just kind of nonchalantly tossing it, flipping.
Yeah.
And it smacks of him not knowing what he holds.
Fucking dumbass. Why do they always give these things to people who don't take care of them?
Said the Lich.
I look at him.
My disguise drops. I'm dead.
God.
Ridiculous. Unprofessional.
You've lost your vision. Your
I
That's all you're
visage.
showing. Stop it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you're dead again.
So, I mean,
He just gave it away.
I don't.
And now he wants
Already
it back, I
Already
imagine.
got robbed.
Or gave it away
Or
for
he got
power or connections.
So do you want to head?
But they are returning. According to Bertie, and he's dead, so I imagine he was onto something.
Oh, they probably now know. Oh, they're working with the Brotherhood.
It's possible.
Perhaps.
The Arcanes. The Seekers
Yeah,
of the
he's-
Arcane and the
They're
Brotherhood.
seeking.
Astra would have recently fallen as a part of the Great Kingdom.
Oh.
Oh.
Working with the Brotherhood.
That's not kind or charitable. I was just going to say, I wonder if he's mind controlled. That's not very nice.
Probably.
Well, it's karma. All
We should
right,
probably
so
look at the theater then, correct?
right, yes, your friend is now
Yes.
the holder of that information.
Right.
And
And it's not something I can tell her, I don't imagine. Perhaps I can tell her what the artifact does.
Yes, you can.
For
I
more
assume-
reason than my mistrust, they might try and go get it on their own. Not safe for them.
That's fair.
So, either way, it's best to keep that out of their head.
But having a heightened sense of concern is fine.
Smart.
Why them specifically?
By them specifically, what?
Why were you taken in their place? Why were they targeted at all?
I imagine because of the Azure masks.
If
They
you're
were
not certain.
already working for them then.
Obaid had just begun dancing at a theatre in Iron Gate. With this
Oh.
blue mask.
They had just begun, and these two individuals sought to kidnap them. For what, information?
We'd been traveling together for quite a while. We all grew up together.
I'm sorry, the person that told you to jump from a cliff?
No.
Yes.
Wait.
What?
What?
Matim, Obaid, Jor, and I all grew up together.
I'm suddenly not
Oh!
upset about not having childhood friends.
Ah! Right.
I somehow feel much better.
Right, right.
Friends do that? That sounds shitty.
No, I don't think most people do.
I'm going to level with you here. That doesn't put any more trust in your friend.
Obaid
From
and I
me.
separated from them. We ran away first. She ran away and I followed because I was enamored, and we traveled together from Relastra to Iron Gate.
Demi
She
acts
honed
like
her craft, and
Zahl's nodding at Demi.
It clicked.
Zahl does the eyebrow raise of like,
What? What are you doing?
mm-hmm.
Romantically
Oh,
enamored.
bullshit.
Salvator.
What is the
Feeling.
matter with you people?
Salvatore,
we
can I
don't
ask you-
have to have the
Falling
same
apart
attachment.
here.
Salvatore,
I'm
can I ask
not
you a
saying.
question,
No,
really?
not right now.
Ew.
We ran into them. They seemed like they were in trouble on the road, and we helped them out of it. And we traveled with them to Iron Gate. Albaid started dancing at this theater with the Azure masks. And before I knew what was happening, two people I trusted weren't.
So when we find him, we ask questions and then throw him off a cliff. Then
There is a sincere, just like almost just very soft, like almost grateful expression on Sunshine's face for a second.
I'll do it, and he can remember it.
I'll help.
I say we keep him alive.
Oh, he doesn't have to die when he hits the bottom.
Just in pain.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. You're all very sweet. Very dark way.
Sweet. That's our version of sweet. We'll murder this person for you and make it hurt.
Murder this person out of cold blood. Is that
Oh my
something?
goodness. I feel very cared for. This is very lovely.
Good.
Ugh.
Demi would know how long it's been since Sunshine cast that spell. How long has it been?
After all is said and done, it's been about an hour and a half at this point.
We have about 30 minutes before your little friend is gone if you want to make it back in time to talk to your friend about possibly ensuring her safety.
I would like to do that then.
All right.
Would you
I-
rather
that
go on
way.
your own?
I think if Demi is to perform this,
It can be here or at the theater, but if we prefer not to have her walking about, we could.
You can
I think-
always tell us to come if
That's true. We
you
have
want
a.
to go by yourself.
then I will go by myself.
Is that safe?
I don't know.
I mean, we can be there literally in an instant.
Right. Yep. You're right.
So I
That
think
is
we're
true.
fine.
That's
Well, a month from now, who knows?
Oh
I mean,
my
honestly, he's getting good at jokes finally. It took a while.
That was a good one. I'm writing that
That was a
down.
very good.
He's
Oh,
getting
no.
good at jokes.
Ooh,
You can't
me
dear
some-
Venmo user. I've been selected for free gift cards.
So, you set out towards the Blue Visage, Sending Stone in hand, with the group staying at the Stable of Kings.
I believe so. Yep.
Yes.
And as you set out back towards the Blue Visage, that is where we are going to take a break, my friends.
What?
break
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Break time! Guys, we'll be back in
Break
10 minutes. In the
time.
meantime,
Break
get yourself
Let's all
in
go
on
to
that
the
giveaway.
lobby.
Exclamation
Let's all
point
go to
win
the
will get you
lobby.
entered now that it's started
Let's all go to
for a
the
skull mug
lobby.
filled with approximately 100 dice. Followers get 1 entry, subscribers get 2. If you're going to subscribe, make sure you do it beforehand. And we'll be back here in 10 minutes. Okay, bye!
10?
See you soon.
That's so many.
I don't know. Where's the button? There it is. Poof. can see and hear you.
Why? Why are we so mean?
There was such a long like me pausing to like try and figure out where I was going as you guys screamed 17. And
Where am I?
Hey everybody,
You guys, all of you miscreants.
you
Hello.
troublemakers. Oh, I love it. Okay, guys, so we are back. We had left our party after some tense interactions, and then more tense interactions with themselves. But Sunshine was headed back to the Blue Visage Theater to check in on Abaid, with the party on standby and ready to go, scoop him out of there or do whatever else they do to surprise my dumbass. And with that, we rejoin the scene. Sunshine, you make your way across the open square. Again, it's later in the evening now. It is pushing 11 p.m. As you make your way across the square towards the Blue Visage.
Okay. They are going to rinse and repeat. Cast Animal Messenger to take them wherever Albaid might be.
Okay. This time, you take a little bit of time, and this creature circles around the Blue Visage, but doesn't find a good way in.
Gotcha. But they're circling that building?
Yeah.
They will walk in. Is it unlocked?
It is locked.
It's locked. They will... Are there windows?
There are windows on upper floors along the sides of the building.
We tried.
How high up are they?
The first set of windows is about 3 stories up. No, I'm sorry, 2. But it's a higher second story, so when you spiraled up, there are windows at that height, which is the second story, but there's a theater level on the first floor that is about 100 feet up. So beyond that.
So they fly up on their broom.
Perfect.
And then they manifest an echo inside, and then they switch places with it.
Okay. You do so quite easily, and you find yourself in a familiar hallway. Absolutely.
I didn't break anything.
Yeah, it's not breaking though. It's just entering.
It's just entering.
There is a crime in Magical Worlds called Becoming Inside.
Oh no!
That is a crime.
Becoming inside. There we go.
You find yourself in that familiar hallway.
I am here. They're just going to announce as they walk toward the space. They're like,
Okay.
I would rather not get shot by you.
Okay. As you announce that,
Yeah.
make a perception check for me.
Oh. 19.
19. Okay. There is
I get shot by someone else. That'll be interesting.
there is radio silence for a minute. And then as you begin to approach the door, you hear one moment come from Abaid.
One moment. They keep walking in.
Okay. You make it to the door. Are you just walking in?
Yeah.
Okay. As
It was a moment.
you swing the door open, one more perception check for me.
No. Well, 21.
21. As the door swings open, Abaid is standing there, and you catch a shimmering shape, kind of like a cloak, going over somebody's shoulder as they disappear.
All right. How are you? You like to specifically don't look over where it is. Are you doing all right?
Take it off. And this figure pulls this cape off of their shoulder, and you are greeted by a broad-shouldered, short human with this sort of curled mustache and like clear chin and clear sideburns with this sort of coif of slicked back black hair. They are currently wearing the leathers of a rogue, but dangling from their neck despite wearing these very simple leathers, is a gold chain, and emblazoned on it is the sigil of the city of Greyhawk.
That's fancy.
Yes, well, all right, not one for waiting, are we? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Mayor Nerov Gazgul.
Oh? Wait, Gaskell?
Ida.
Sorry, this is Button, because I am hard of hearing.
Nerov Gazgul. Nerof space Gasgal.
Hello, Mayor.
Hello, it is good to meet you. I assume you are this,
I am Sunshine.
good. Well, I obviously need to be going, Sunshine. I will leave it to my friend here, Talina, to fill you in. Stay safe. And he kind of wraps the
You
cloak
as well.
around himself. And is gone.
All right.
Talina just
So
kind of
impressive
stands
figure.
there, looking at you.
Would you like a safe place to stay for the night? Or you can have your space. Trying to remember what else Demi said. It is very mysterious. Where you would have your space. But be safe.
She kind of raises her
That is
hands
about all I got.
to her temples a little bit and rubs them. And there is this look of exasperated affection. And almost a twinkling of knowingness, like this actually makes sense to the you they used to know. And they kind of
I'm not going to lie, I really haven't stopped the whole bumblefucking my way in and out of everything.
clearly, you came to offer help, a place to stay.
Yes.
Safe place to stay.
Yes.
God. Okay. I have informed the mayor regarding the matter at hand. Apparently, we report to him in the city. That's new information to me.
It's good to know.
In regards to your help, Sunshine, I don't want to spit a gift horse, look a gift horse in the mouth. What's the saying? Governor doesn't remember? Spit in a horse's face.
Look
Look a gift horse in the mouth.
They say in Greyhawk, you don't like to spit in a horse's face.
The expression comes
that's
from you
the
don't want to
saying.
check their teeth to see if it's a good horse when you're gifted a horse.
Never spit near
makes a lot of
hooves.
sense.
That's what I always say from Greyhawk.
The Greyhawk
Learned it as a child.
I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. The more time that your friends associate with me and I associate with you, we're running a gambit there. And I did not get the feeling that they much appreciated me, and I do understand it. But God, one night might be a good idea. The letters have been sent that need to be sent, I think. And they glance around, and the body is no longer there. And also, you see that the study is sealed once more, and there is the wall of books. As things are kind of back to the room when you first entered it.
Yeah. I am sorry. There's a lot happening to you, and you have to deal with external factors in addition to it. That's not really fair to you.
I mean, it goes both ways. Same to you. bad timing on the... That was callous. But you know what I mean.
Where?
How non-discreet is this thing, this help that you can provide?
I have no idea. It is new. There have been a few new things recently. They're very impressive, but I never anticipate what they're going to be. The last one was a lot of blue smoke. I'm not sure if this will follow suit. I imagine Demi says it will be safe. I believe it will be safe.
I think my concern is that the building is likely being watched. I haven't left it yet. There are a few folks keeping an eye, staying the evening. But how did you get in?
They manifest an echo 15 feet away, and then they trade places with it.
She kind of cocks her head to the side. Interesting.
I made one of those inside.
And then just... Right. Okay. I will start locking my office door. Bravo.
I don't... Thank you. There's something. I got a memory back.
All right.
It made me wonder. Where did you kill Matam? And when?
Let me check my notes. I caught up to him 6 years ago. No, 5. And it was in... Sorry, I have to double check this.
You're good.
He was in Reldevan.
Do I know where that is?
Given where you have traveled, yes. Reldevan is in the Great Kingdoms. It's kind of on the border, actually, of ID and those sort of regions there. I was just following a lead. I did almost the exact same thing I did here. Matten was never quite as slippery as Jor. But my organization and you can see them attempting to place and walk carefully around what they are in our sharing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jor was after me, Sunshine.
I think you're right.
And
I think he knew what your organization is. And I think he wanted you in it under his control.
I pressed Matam a little bit. And they were in hot water, apparently. The Seekers and the Azure Masks are somewhat at odds. Historically, a bit more of a one-sided sort of thing, with the Seekers foiling, the Azure Masks foiling the Seekers fairly regularly in their pursuit of artifacts that will get them in with the right people. They're sort of treasure hunters for hire. Jor, I think, wanted in with them, and I was the prize. A new recruit stopped before they could get to me. Instead, they got you. And by the time I caught up with them, or Matam at least, they had lost you and whatever they were using to control you.
See. Well, I imagine they're trying to get it back now. Something to be aware of.
You think it's in use?
Maybe.
All right. That it wasn't a roll to elicit distrust.
Yeah, no, I know.
Just to be
I'm sure it
clear.
was insight.
Okay. If your friends can get here without being seen, then I'll take you up on it. Honestly. If they're still willing.
They pull out the sending stone. Are you able to get here without being seen? Talina would like to know.
Before answering, Debbie looks at Salvatore. Do you have a way to just poof in today?
Yes.
It'll be on Salvatore's time, but yes, I think so.
I'm sorry, Salvatore.
I don't trust your friend.
No.
These are speaker. We should be aware.
That's fine.
Oh, she heard that?
Yeah.
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 I'm fully aware of that.
Yes.
Let us know when you're ready.
Where are they landing?
In this room, probably.
Probably. Yeah.
Wait,
I imagine
what
they're
if we-
landing in this room or the theater itself, whatever Salvatore remembers best.
Salvador?
I said let me know when you're ready. Did you let me
Ready?
know? Okay. I completely missed that.
I said.
I will go directly to the velvety curtains I expected.
Velvety
Oh, that might
curtain.
happen.
That velvet.
memory, stage. But I will teleport.
Oh
The
God!
three of us?
Good luck. Yeah.
I'm familiar with this place. I inspected those curtains for at least 5 to 10 minutes.
Since I have a weird one, can I like help action him? Because I have done this spell before. Like, can I be
I've
like
done it too.
teleport, not teleportation
Yeah,
circle?
I did it too, a teleportation
That-
circle.
You
The
did
last
it
time-
too, a teleportation
which
circle.
is using the spell.
It still counts, I think.
How would you be helping him if you were to help him?
I with Demi's keen mind, she would be like, "Where are we going?" Okay, and like do dimensions and like where things were, and like she's just like describing specifically the stage that she remembers from earlier that day.
Josh, what do you need from me?
Just roll that D100 for me, aka the percentile in your D10.
Did I actively help? Did I do okay?
I'll let you know.
Did I?
I'll roll
The
in front of
DC shifted a little
everybody.
bit. For the
Oh, I'm so fucking good at magic!
Whoa! That's very good.
What'd you get?
Curtain!
It is spot on.
I took a piece of with me. I didn't tell anybody.
Curtain?
He like licks it with his
Just a
finger, just
hole
cuts out a
cut
little
out,
velvet
yeah.
square,
I got
and
a
he's just
96
rubbing it between his fingers
for
the
the
entire
audience.
time we're having these
You-
conversations.
right into the
Ooh.
theater. It is an empty theater.
You guys,
Wonderful.
from where sunshine is, you hear in the distance. I'm so good at magic. Fully, without any
He's here.
We'll make
I
a,
do still have the sending stone.
all right, we're here. I'm really good.
So good.
I hate this.
I hate this. Wait, what did it look like when? Did we describe it last
Yeah.
time? What does it
Yeah.
look like when? What is
Essentially,
it?
it's like the map opening up around
Oh,
me,
that's
but
right.
instead it's blue, and I just like touch it.
Press
right.
the button. Yeah.
But instead, I hold up
right.
the fabric and it like zooms in.
And then everybody else hears a wow, 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 wherever we're about to appear.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, like the
Yeah,
TARDIS.
yeah. It's the turn.
Okay.
That's right.
Make our way up.
All
there.
right.
We go.
Do I see a man hiding behind a sheet in the back of the room?
Oh, for sure.
I see a bad guy.
8 man
Is he wearing half a
ready
mask?
to kill.
No, the mayor.
Oh, the mayor.
He's invisible, right?
So as you are looking, you do not actually.
That would be so funny.
I really want to.
Don't
Why?
be suspicious.
Who's that person holding a blanket in the back?
That's really good.
I think it was a cloak. I don't know, but
So you make your way up the stairs and find Sunshine and Obeid in the office. Hello.
hello.
They just put an arm on her shoulder. I'm very sorry. I know
This
it has
is
been a
awkward.
rough day.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a problem.
This actually isn't going any. Well, this isn't the worst meeting we've ever had with someone.
Oh.
Surprisingly.
People think
All
we
right.
don't survive first encounters with us.
That's not where that needed to go.
That
It's
was
true.
Was that a threat for sure? Or
No,
was
it was
it's
just
a
us me
statement of
stating a
fact.
complete
Perfect,
fact.
perfect. I wanted to make sure I knew which direction you were going
Not
with
threatening.
it. Okay. Just here's the reality of things.
Yeah. Statistically,
Lord.
we kill more people that we meet than that we live.
That's fair.
Absolutely fucking.
It does seem numerically accurate.
I didn't want to think about it.
I mean, there's
hadn't thought
ships
about it
full
until
of
right
people
this
not
moment.
alive because
Yeah,
we were
that- Yep, that did happen.
there. Anyways, hello.
We're not helping.
Nice.
Hello.
Would you like to sleep in the same place as us?
We did kill a dragon though.
No. All right. Okay. Demi's walked over and like
Just why?
closed.
It's like I don't know what to do with any of this.
Sorry.
Demi has walked over.
What did I
Why
say?
don't you blink?
Don't think about it too hard.
Oh,
Definitely
going for it.
Demi has walked over to the if we've walked into the office, she's walking to like the closed door.
Oh,
Um,
so it's like right now you're seeing basically the door you came through, which I assume is closed behind you.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
That's what I'm doing.
Perfect.
And then I, from my bag of holding, grabbed the little blue miniature door that I bought at the components thing.
Perfect.
And I hold it up in front of the actual door, and I close my eyes and focus on the Demi plane as Demi casts Demi's Harmonic Hall. And she like flips the little miniature door in the air, and it like makes a ringing sound. Yeah, and then so shimmering blue energy pulls back from the little token in waves to reveal a seamless metallic door. It's 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall because that's the spell, but it resembles the door on the magic room, our little music study room in the basement of the lighthouse. It appears bare like the other, excluding an engraving at its top of 2 familiar pseudo-dragons chasing each other in flight. To open it, she reaches forward and taps out a simple 7-note tune. It's just bum ba ba da 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 da.
Nice.
And
Hell
yeah,
Good song.
it's a
Good
little
beat to a
tiny
song.
piece. And then as the last note rings out, the door ripples again, and it more or less the door itself disappears, revealing an entry hall framed by 2 red curtains, like we saw downstairs on the stage, like heavy velvet curtains. I'll make next time I cast it. I'll make additions for you.
Get
All
you
right.
a velvet robe or something.
So much velvet today.
The velvet curtain is Salvatore's fuzzy wall when he's Jeffrey'd.
Why was I taking a drink?
Demi sort of like walks in and then like puts her hand out almost to like move the curtain to the side and gestures for people to walk in before I continue doing anything.
Oh,
What?
Hello?
It's very
Salvatore,
cool.
you're about to be very impressed with me. It worked.
It worked. I immediately become way more worried.
She's figuring out her magic.
I'll go inside.
Sunshine will extend their hand to Obeid.
She will take it, kind of still processing everything that's going on.
I think this is all 100% is like the last one because he's just staring at the door frame at the picture of Ashley. He's like, It's nice. Oh wait, shit. And like goes in.
There's a hole inside.
Doors
there.
falling on. So just inside the door sits an atrium. The window above lets in a muted blue light that fills the space. We're currently in the harmonic plane. The atrium itself is a simple room with halls to the west, east, and north sides. The floors are polished marble, and the adjacent hall's entries are behind closed red velvet curtains similar to those at the front door. Though there is no sun here, the light reflecting from above magically lights a sundial in the northwest corner of the room to the exact time of day outside as outside the demi-plane itself. So that is her keen mind. Don't bother her to ask what time it is.
The building will tell you.
The building will tell
It
you.
is 11:30 p.m.
Who said that?
Yeah, it just
What?
sounds cheap.
Oh.
The house talks.
The house, no, the house does not talk.
Canonically has an AI.
It's late, but we can do. She'll point to the west hall. We can do dinner, or do food in the morning. If you'd like, we can explore now.
Hey,
Either way.
what the fuck is this?
You have this place the whole time. This is a bit.
Yeah,
I-
like
outside. I remember that.
we
slept
slept
a lot.
outside
No,
and almost
I-
died multiple
I
times.
started thinking about it when you weren't around to cast the dome anymore, that it might be nice, and I wanted to explore the demi-plane itself, and I wanted us to have a home when we're away from home. The only ones that are allowed in here are who I see fit.
Oh, that's nice.
She side-eyes Talina next to Sunshine. So, that hall, she points to the west, that is where the dining hall and the kitchen are. She points to the east hall. That is the study and the library. There's a music room above that, though that's probably not of much interest to you. And we can do rooms for tonight, and we can explore more in the morning if you'd like. And she will point to the north entry hall and kind of gesture with her fingers, and two like blue mist sort of filled suits of armor move the velvet curtains aside. Her unseen servants. So, and so the north entryway leads to a hall lined with doors on each side. The first door is on the left-hand side. You pass. It has blue stained wood with a lyre engraved in the center. That's not important right now. And then she looks at the first door on the right. It's a red hardwood with a cherry blossom tree engraved in the center. This is also not yours. And then she goes to she's going in order of when she met people. So the very next door, the second door on the left, appears to be made of stone. It has a 7-pronged star in the center. This is also not yours.
I'm sensing a theme.
Yes. I like time and organization. Okay, so Zahl. So the second door on the right-hand side is a green-stained wood with a golden Ouroboros at its center.
God damn it.
So she pushes
that's
it.
my heart right there.
She pushes it open and gestures inside. If you are interested,
Absolutely.
you see.
Can I judge those up? This
Yeah.
entire time, Zahl has been staring at Demi. Like, he's looking around, but he's looking at Demi and just has the biggest smile. Like, Zahl feels like a proud sibling. And
Yeah.
he's like, look at all of this. This is amazing. Like,
So she pushes open the door and gestures inside. So you see an even more grandiose version of Zahl's lighthouse room is revealed, with fabric draped from wall to wall. Achi's space is larger as well to accommodate for any of his forms.
There's so much room for activities.
And it has a matching door. The desk on the side is filled with parchment and ink in case a message needs to be sent.
Ha!
I can't
for your
send it out of this
boyfriend.
plane, though.
Yeah,
I have to walk outside.
drafted.
That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be like 20.
So that's your room. She
Oh.
walks just a little bit further down. The third door on the right-hand side is a dark hardwood door with a book engraved at its center. And she pushes open the door. Salvator, this is yours.
Oh, and me.
Yes. This one actually. I'm looking at my description and it says back to something else, but the room resembles much of the magic room within the lighthouse, except it's been outfitted with a matching desk to the one in the library that you'll see later, and a large 4-poster bed, as well as a reading nook near the fireplace. The walls are mostly bare, but the desk is filled with papers and a few books Demi thought he might be interested in reading if he has downtime.
Ooh, interesting. Thank you, Demi.
You're welcome. And then she'll move to the last like marked door for this conjuring. So Sunshine's room, the third door on the left-hand side is absolutely covered in different colors of paint smatters, so it's difficult to see what color the wood might have been. Though the constellation at its center is still clear as day. Behind the door is a field filled with Vardos, surrounding a fire pit, resembling that of the Yoski'd Inn. When you enter one of the Vardos, a room much like what became of Otophilia's old room on the Falling Star, though 2 of the walls lie bare of any paintings. Instead, there are a pile of painting supplies stacked on a table in the far corner of the room. The ceiling, however, resembles the one in Peach's room that we didn't talk about, but with the constellations in a paint that glows in the dark. And she'll gesture at that. Further down the hall, there are more doors, each unique in its own way. One with a trident, one with a dragon, a lion, a bear, and one with an angel's wing. And then even more leading further down to what seems like an endless hall of people Demi has cared for. And she will point at a door that just has Talina's name and like a ballet slipper on it, and it's like next door, and it's just like a very nice like plain like what would be a nice inn room.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Demi.
Talsavor will stand there and go, which
Demi has keen mind. She has an identical version of Salvator's room. It's green for his robes, and it is on the opposite side of Talina's.
Thank you.
Hey, well, Talsavor.
Yeah.
So,
Just imagine the
there's-
montage of like them not sleeping, and it's like him reading a book, and like Talsavor's jumping on the bed in the back, and then it's like fast forwards again, and it's just like Talsavor's hanging upside down from one of the 4 posters.
Yeah, he's doing the 0 gravity like pull-ups.
Yeah.
Upside down.
Oh man, that's
This is
immaculate.
amazing.
I know it's late. We can explore the west and east halls in the morning if you'd like. It should stay for 24 hours.
Wow.
So we can sleep in if you'd like. You can, and we can have. And she gestures to one of the suits of armor that's at the thing. There are unseen servants. Can be called at any point. I know that it's a little strange if they're just standing there. So, and she'll reach up, and they were at Sunshine's door. There's a little like at the door frame. There's a little tuning fork on a hook. And she hits it against the door, and as the pitch rings out, one of the unseen servants appears. So if you need something, you can just call them.
This is incredible.
This is impressive.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
Zol's just
So, yes.
standing there nodding at you, like,
But I figure we're all tired, so rooms first, explore tomorrow. And if you find something that you would like or need or anything, there's bathrooms attached to each suite. But if you find that you need something or want something, I can add it the next time.
I can think of nothing better than a blank fucking canvas, you brilliant person. Ah,
There are canvases on the walls. Like there's
Oh
wall
my
space,
goodness.
but there are canvases with the paintings of lice. Yes.
you're amazing.
However, the things that we do in here, they don't come with us. So it's more like if you want experimental painting, if you want to draft a letter, if you want to... Things can't leave the harmonic plane in this way.
I see.
Yes, but you could, if Salvator, you brought your things to do spells and such with your own paper and your own ink and things of that nature, those things would still happen. It just can't be, you know, you make notes and take them out.
However, if you make notes that you would particularly not like to lose, I can read them and then transcribe them later.
Oh, I wouldn't ask that. But I appreciate it. All right. I don't
Demi's
sleep.
feeling very... oh, Salvator, I can show you the study. Would you like to see...
Take a peruse.
Yes. Wonderful. Everybody can come if you'd like, but I'm just going to show Salvator kind of where I figure he might enjoy.
Existence.
Saul's gonna throw his bag into his
Sustain
room.
himself on knowledge.
Yeah.
And then follow you guys because he wants to see the rest of this.
All right. Sure.
I think Sunshine will stay with Albeid. You
That's
have
fine.
fun in the
Want
study.
to go with them?
You're welcome to see it as well. I don't mean to stick you just in your room. Also, if you're hungry, since you didn't get to eat, did you eat after your performance?
I have not had time.
Oh, we could do
that's
the
a good
kitchen.
idea.
Yes, we could do the kitchen in a moment. I'll show the boys the study, and then I can take you over there.
All right.
And Demi's acting like this is like totally fine, but she's also like, one, I'm reading off a paper, so yes, but like two, she has practiced this so many times in her head, hoping that things would be the right way, that she like with her keen mind has a script of like things. So she's just like trying to show them everything that she did.
Love it.
Is like very, very much like
Amazing.
pointing at specific things. So I will take you guys
I love
down
that.
the East Hall. Sorry, chat, I'm talking a lot.
No, this is
perfect.
amazing.
This is accurate.
Amazing.
So we will go to the East Hall. So as you move past the curtain to explore the East Hall, the walls shift from marble to a gray granite with intricate carvings running along its surface, resembling that in the catacombs, but depicting the party's travels instead of anything else. Though there is no light source evident, the wall is well lit before opening up into a room lined with bookcases. Inside the room sits tables similar to the catacomb libraries, including the table where they first met Salvator. Differing from the library, however, there are two large desks at opposite sides of the room. One is blue stained wood with silver details, and the other is a darker wood with red details.
Nice.
So,
One's autophilias.
Salvator, that's your aesthetic now. I don't know what to
thank
tell you. So that one's yours,
Salvatore still.
and it's
Are
just
you
fully.
Lich, or are you?
I'm a
Okay.
living person because they commented on how I couldn't blink.
Okay, cool. I just didn't know.
So she directs you to the thing, and it's all set up, and there's a little. So it was originally like the catacomb libraries. There are like hints of also the Greyhawk like Circle of the Eight library now. So like the sitting areas there, things like that. And so when you're looking for a book, it's going to be kind of like that magical bookcase in our room in the lighthouse. So if
Oh.
you put your hand in there, it'll return with what you're looking for. If I've read it. If not,
Oh,
you will get a journal. It can only be things that I've read and
hang on.
inherently memorized.
Security issue. I walk over to one of the bookshelves and I stick my hand in looking for Demi's journal, and I pull it out.
It doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, you thought of everything.
Well, you thought of everything.
It definitely is a book that looks exactly like it, and you open it and it says "try again."
Right? Stick my hand back in. Do that 5 more times.
It's always something that, and then finally after like 5 times, it's like Salvatore, stop.
This is you. Fuck off.
It's pre-programmed, and then at the very bottom it says Zahl would have given up at 3.
He's gone to 4, but
He really is
close.
coming a long way. He would have gone to 4.
Yes, so, right. And then in the very corner, there's a spiral staircase that leads up behind the blue desk that leads up to a different room. That is just full of instruments. I don't think you'll have any interest, but
Well, we'll see about that.
you're more than welcome.
Interesting.
I think if you're not paying attention to Zahl, he's now pulling journals off the shelf. Like, come on, I gotta figure this out. He gets to like 3 and goes, nah, fuck it.
Is there just a pile of them behind? He isn't putting them back. He's just putting
He's
them on the floor
it's
behind
like,
him.
He's like, no,
No, and then it gets to the third one, it's like...
It has a timeout because of Demi's keyed mine, where if they sit there for a minute, they're back on the shelf.
Yeah. I think he's fully lost interest after 3. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
She guessed. So, here you are. Enjoy it. That
Thank you.
desk is all yours.
Do one of these.
Yes. And I'm going to guess you're not interested in the dining hall since you don't eat.
What, who?
Yep.
No, we'll have fun.
Have fun. Zol, you want to go?
Yeah.
Or are you going to stay here? Okay.
No, I've been coming for the tour.
Oh, okay. Right. She looks very, like, proud of herself. She, like, walks out back to collect Albaid and, or Talina and Sunshine.
Either's fine. You know both.
All right. So, food. What? Well, I'll show you first, and then we'll get to that. So you move down the west hall. As you start down that hall, a gentle sound of tavern noises begins. The click of glasses, scraping of chairs and tables against hardwood floors, and even the unintelligible familiar murmur of conversations. Just further in, you'll see the familiar sight of the Snapping Lion Inn. Its small raised stage sits at the center, awaiting a bard, and the table near the back where 4 unlikely friends unknowingly signed up for an adventure sits empty for the moment. Just behind the bar, it's easy to see the way to the kitchen, though not exactly Gordon Ramsay's from the Snapping Lion. This kitchen will be less familiar to most, as we didn't make it onto Lady Lila's kitchen. But this slightly larger version of a part of Demi's childhood smells of cookies, cake, and something fried. Against one of the walls is a grease stain, or it looks like a frying experiment may have gone awry.
Oh.
The stairs that resemble those Morton traversed back and forth in his search to understand doors actually lead to a sort of room. A larger version of the playroom sits at the top of the stairs, even sporting various weapons lining the wall adjacent to the training dummies. So, this is the dining hall and the kitchen. And there's the playroom upstairs. Again, the weapons won't leave. But if you just end up at the bar, Demi will walk up there, and instead of what you would expect, like a bell or something, it's another tuning fork sitting there, and she just hits it, and a spectral one shows up wearing tavern keeper garb. The outfits change for the unseen servants depending on what room they're in. So you can just let them know what you'd like, and it will happen.
Me?
You were hungry, correct?
Just some bread and cheese will be fine. Thank you.
All right.
She's looking. She doesn't know. She's like, I don't. I don't.
Would you like anything to drink?
Just some milk would be lovely.
Interesting. Okay. And
2 of those.
And she'll
so
order
she's not alone.
And essentially, it will be an unseen servant in Hannah Risk kind of garb that walks out with 2 glasses of milk and a big ass charcuterie board, because Demi thought bread and cheese sounded lame.
Yeah.
So she's got a whole platter of food.
I like how this plane of existence has Demi's own. If somebody manifests something, it comes back with what Demi knows is better.
Version,
yeah.
Yeah. Unless Demi's not there, and then she'll be like, yeah, okay. But so there you go.
Thank you. And she just kind of awkwardly gets up onto the bar. Still,
they will sit next to her and just eat with her.
All right.
This is amazing and very weird. And
yes, incredible.
Thank you.
Good God.
Been working on it for a while.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Wow.
You'd be an amazing architect. Whenever I get my hands on a vessel that I pull out of the ocean to turn into a bar, I want you to organize the space for me.
I'd be happy to. I'm, much more than a bard. I have a lot of talents, actually.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
So, but this is particularly bard, actually. Welcome to the Harmonic Plane. If you walk back out of that door, you will be back in that room. The only people that can get in are the people that I have designated, which for now is us. I wouldn't go leaving that door open. It closes behind you, kind of. So, if you decide that you need to get back in.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We should be relatively safe in here. The only thing that I haven't tested is what sort of other magics can affect it. But you had a decent, right? Like a thing around it anyway, so hopefully we're fine.
It should be fine.
I doubt anyone would assume that you have this. But who knows?
Yes, this is a little beyond us.
She kind of like flips her hair. She's like, yes. I'm going to go to my quarters. But if you need anything, feel free to ring. I feel as though Salvator would want me to say something like vaguely threatening. But I will know if you do anything uncouth. So just, you know.
Sure, yes. I stepped into your own existence. Okay.
Wonderful to meet you, Talina. And she walks out towards her quarters.
Can I catch Demi right outside of the tavern?
Yeah.
And I just want to like stop her for a second and just be like, "Hey, I just quickly before you go to bed wanted to say I'm really proud of you. This is absolutely amazing." And wow.
You mentioned once how nice it was to have a home finally, and I thought it was rather sad that with all of our magic, I couldn't make it come with us. So,
and
I made one.
Zahl gives you a hug at that point and just kind of smiles and goes, "I'm gonna go beat the shit out of a dummy for like the next hour and then probably
Sounds
pass
fun.
out."
There are some very interesting weapons up there. Things that we don't
Really?
own. Well, just like regular things, like not magic things, but like,
Um,
you know, if you wanted to stab something with a trident or
I can
a
do that.
maul or a mace or just
not?
anything.
Why not?
Just things I remembered from the salamander sort of thing.
Cool. Sleep well. I also want to see your room at some point, just see what it looks like.
Sure. Of course.
But-
She walks towards her room.
Okay.
It's. I guess I'll say something about it.
Secret! That one's a secret just for me.
It's an exact replica of her room in the lighthouse.
Nice.
And only a little bigger with a window seat facing out into the harmonic plane. The sound of ocean waves and seagulls can be heard at all times by the window, and if you lie down in the bed, it almost feels as if it rocks with the ocean.
That's cool.
Waterbed.
Yeah,
Nice.
waterbed.
Waterbed! Magic!
Not any of the horrible things that, you know, are bad about waterbeds. So.
Nothing?
That's dope.
Okay.
So cool.
That's her harmonic hall, everybody.
All right,
Once.
guys.
Semi-safe place to
amazing.
sleep.
Bravo. Bravo.
Honestly.
Thanks, guys.
Hell yeah.
Talina will kind of eat quietly and eventually kind of, all right, I will go to sleep. What?
I am sorry. I know I sound like a broken record, but I am sorry. A
No.
lot has happened to you today.
Are they always like that?
I don't want to lie. No, no, they care very much.
I can see that. Right.
Is there... Oh, Bade.
Yes.
Are you doing anything to make sure that you are happy with your life?
This is a very strange and difficult question to answer.
I know.
Given where my life has led, I couldn't be happy doing anything else. Do you understand?
I do. Just hope that this isn't forever.
Well, We'll see, huh? Sleep tight, sunshine.
Dreams.
She kind of touches your wrist just gently and then makes her way back out of the dining wing and into the living wing and finds the door with the ballet shoes.
Sunshine beats up shit with Zahl for a little bit before they go to bed. I have feelings.
Yeah, that's good. Also, I can try to cast that spell on you at different times, maybe throughout our journey. There's in the Medio Jungle, give you a little bit of a way to help. I don't know if I.
Zahl, that was incredible. I don't know if it needs to happen again. We can, of course, try.
Yeah, I didn't know. But
yes, thank you.
Of course, anytime. You've saved my ass too many times to count. It's the least I could do. Literally, I could do it a couple times a day. In fact, if you give me a couple hours, I could do it many times a day. Well, not many.
I don't know if I can. That actually was very strenuous.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. And also, I don't think we have that much money that I can use that much diamonds. I don't know. Demi keeps track of that stuff.
Someone just building a counter just goes.
But no, yeah. Thank you for still wanting to go to the jungle with me, because I know this is a lot to deal with. I know how hard it is to not lose, but misplace the people that mean the most.
You can say lose.
Well, I haven't really lost anybody yet. I haven't found them. That's the kind of first step. So, I think, I also didn't mean to expose you two earlier. I was trying to just say, because you had told me like that was your ex, and I was like, oh. Maybe if they had context, they'd understand why I'm like, I don't really care. Like, this person seems trustworthy. But...
You have nothing to apologize for.
Cool. Right. So, to the jungle we go, I guess. Then, yeah.
Hopefully we find something a bit more permanent. In your case.
I'd like that. And then I'd like to figure out a bit more permanency in your case. Yeah, hopefully. But right, I'm gonna try to use a mace for the first time, so I'm probably gonna.
I'm going to watch.
I'm probably gonna get hurt doing this, so it'll be pretty fun.
I have some healing, and they will just
110%.
stay and wait to heal him
4 times. It's bad. It's not good.
A few scrapes and bruises later,
it's bad.
Settle in for the night. Salvator, having done some impressive reading through Demi's repertoire, I'm sure.
She's read some interesting books.
I'm going to spend a little bit of time there and wait till I hear all the doors close, just keeping track of who's still out. And eventually I'm going to go to Talvasor's room, knock on the door, get him out and say, hey, want to do something fun?
Oh my god.
And then we're going to both find that playroom I heard about on the way in.
Okay.
I'm going to take some time and try and summon my ritual door to my small locker.
That should work fine.
Plane. Okay. Salvatore's going to disappear inside, and like 30 seconds later, he's going to come back out with his gun. He's going to say, let's do some target practice.
Oh my god.
Those rooms, so the playroom and the music room, are both soundproof.
That's what he was testing.
It doesn't carry sound through it.
And we spend time just blasting some of the time.
Blowing shit up. Okay. secret smashing shit time for Salvator.
I know I talked a lot, but Demi definitely goes back to her room and like looks very confident and like exits that conversation with Zahl and closes the door and then immediately runs over and starts jumping on her like bed or like about like being really excited that it worked and like thinking through like everybody's reactions to things and the fact that Salvator was impressed and like things like that, and like goes to sit at the window where it just like looks out into the harmonic plane, and very excitedly not using the sending stone because but and she knows how late it is, messages Oceanus. Just, I know you're probably asleep, but I did something impressive today, and I'm very proud of myself, and I miss you. That is exactly 25. Wow, I did that.
You
Did I do
nailed
that?
it. Now I
was-
believe
I think it
have
might have been
to
20.
Really quick roll to see if it goes through because you
You
are in
do,
another plane of
or do
existence.
I roll? To see
You
if
can
it
roll
goes
if you
through?
want to. If you want to roll a percentile die and a d10.
What am I going for?
Anything under, so a 5 and under, basically anything under 5% is a failure. Otherwise, you're good.
So you want anything
So
above
005.
0, 0,
0,
5.
0.
005.
Or 0, 0,
Anything
4 or
ab-
0, 0, 3.
Yeah, anything below
Okay.
Anything
005.
above 005.
That is way above that. It's 52.
Perfect.
52?
So
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
So close to 5.
Hi. Good to hear from you. Thanks for the ring. I miss you too. Glad it's going well. He doesn't know how to react after the last sending he got.
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
Is floundering just the tiniest little bit because he's an awkward being.
Yeah. She has one more, and she's overly excited, so she will send one back. I'm glad you like it. It should work to help protect you, which was the important part. Hopefully won't be gone too much longer.
One word.
Word. This is word.
Thank you for looking out for me. Look forward to seeing you. Stay safe.
She like jumps on her bed some more. And then eventually when she's worn herself out, she goes to
She
bed.
goes to sleep. Bim's definitely is like bouncing with you.
Yeah, he has the replica of the bed just like Zahl.
He's got on his own bed doing the like circle
Yeah.
with you along the bed. It's
I like
very
it.
cute.
Yeah,
With a
You
few
do
extra backflips because he can fly.
fair.
He definitely gets tired before you. Goes to bed.
Itty bitty. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then she's to bed.
All right. So, everybody shoots stuff and sleeps and eats and fights things and bed bounces. And you wake up. By the time you've gone to bed, those of you that go to bed, it is about midnight. And so a full 8-hour rest gets you up. Demi, the sundial on Demi's magnificent sundial says 8 a.m. on the 24th of Ready Read. It doesn't say the date, but you can assume because that's how time works.
Cool.
Yeah. Fair.
Are there
Oh,
time
dude.
zones here? Or is it sort of a global time?
It's global time. All time is just flat.
It's
Because
probably
the Earth
what
is
it
flat.
says.
You heard it here first at the welcome in. The Earth is flat.
No, please don't do this to us. Please don't.
So, you find yourselves waking in the morning. Breakfast is available, obviously, through Demi's Demi plane. As you all
DP.
chow down. What's the plan, my friends?
We teleporting to the Chidden Vault, or we
Right. What we
teleporting to...
Yes, what was the
jungle?
follow-up to this situation?
I
Yeah,
should probably leave.
what
I thought the whole situation here was you weren't safe. Or Sunshine,
Right.
you don't feel that they're safe. What is... What's
I thought I
what's
was just
happening?
here for the night, for protection, but I do have work to do.
it's fair.
Right.
Right. So, do we I think everybody can see Zahl is usually very, very confident in himself. Not. He is
Oh, what is the
stammering
matter
through
with
his
you?
words.
You're usually so sure of yourself. No.
Salvator, listen.
It's
Yeah, that was
Talsavor.
fully Talsavor.
I knew it before. Salvator, I'm trying. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
Salvator,
What?
how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. These eggs Demi side up are very delicious. I mean, I assume just got Demi's name in it for every item.
I also love the fact that you changed everything that had your name in it, so now everything.
I did it with the spell.
Demi
So now
side
everything's gotta
up.
be your name.
Fucking Demi side up. Right. Sure. I don't use the teleportation stuff. That's you two. You would know it better. I don't know if it would be easier to just go to the Tilling Vault, jump on the boat, and go from there, or if we just go straight there, or
It would be safer, considering
combination.
we don't really have any sort of exact, though, like...
The ship would be safer.
Salvatore,
That
do you
thing's
want
been
to
through
tell...
more fights than most people.
That is actually pretty true. If I'm being honest.
I'm just saying, I'm not entirely sure how safe it will be to teleport directly into the jungle when we don't know anything about where we need to land. Even if we did manage to be like, I land in this temple, great, we instantly get killed.
By what?
By whatever's in the temple.
Oh, please. We've been to a temple recently. That came out fine.
You died.
Salvatore,
Sorry, Sean. Sorry. I'll be quiet.
didn't you dragging your skeleton bony ass?
Well, that's different. I had to fight
Knows.
someone in the ether. I was on my way. Everything was fine. You handled it beautifully.
Slapped into the ground by, I don't know,
Nox. His name is Nox.
I might.
Nox knocked you out.
I
Might
got
have, an
knocked out, yeah.
might have an idea.
Right.
So, know some decent information about this place.
Okay.
And Zahl reaches in his bag and pulls out his mirror. And I might be able to, look in on it, give you a really good description of it.
Right. Well, a piece of what's in your pocket is currently there.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good
Oh.
base.
Yeah.
But
We've
we
got
might
something
be
from there.
teleporting directly into problems.
Yeah, that's
Are
kind
we
of our
fine?
thing.
It's not supposed to be
Oh,
a
I'm so-
thing.
Okay, Demi, listen, you know I love you to death, right?
I don't like where this is going.
Our boat literally has an oh shit button to teleport us when we're in danger. It's kind of our thing to just teleport to danger, and most of the time we put that button in there so we could get out of danger. Every time we have used it has been to get into danger.
That's
We've
true.
never gotten out of danger with that button. We teleported into danger every time.
And if you're scrying, you'll know ahead of time what the danger is.
Exactly.
Oh, this is okay. All right. I'm obviously outnumbered here. All right.
I'm just saying.
Fine.
See into the frying pan button.
Before we go, I would like to run by that component store one more time. We don't have to RP that, but I do want to get the stuff for Legend Lore again because I used all of mine.
I should also buy a few more.
And I
Dozen
could buy
things.
some. I can also buy
I'll
some.
take
more
a
diamonds.
list.
Okay, so
I can
here's
buy
what,
some diamond
here's,
dust.
here's what we're
Kind of
gonna
you.
do. We drop off Talina back at work.
Yep.
They're at farewell.
They're
Bye.
going to, as
Bye,
they
T.
drop her off just very quickly, they're just going to wrap her up in a hug and say, I know that this is your life. I know that this is what you chose, and I know that this is what you feel you have to do. I have no say in how you live your life, but if you can carve out a piece of joy for yourself in whatever it is you end up doing, I will be inordinately happy for you, because you deserve it.
She kind of, as you say that and hug her, she kind of raises her hand and touches your cheek. Sunshine, you saw me on the stage. There is a portion of joy. You know that.
It was beautiful to see.
Thank you for coming, and I'm sorry for putting you into this.
I have a feeling we were heading here anyway.
Well, I'm sure our paths will
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure our paths will cross again. I'm so sorry. It was such a sad, tender moment, and I'm an idiot. I'm sure our paths will cross again.
And until then, we'll kiss her cheek and leave.
Watch as you go. Gives an awkward, like, half wave to the rest of the party.
Lord.
Yeah, Salvator is glaring at her and
Leave.
and leaves.
Demi sends a message. We don't actually hate you. This is just a really tense time.
That's fair, I get it. I don't hate you either.
Just don't tell Salvatore, but I don't hate you.
Well, I appreciate that. Take care of them.
More often than not, they take care of me. All right.
Seems about right.
Yeah.
Tell them to knock sometimes, though.
Oh, good luck telling any of our group to do that. Just lock your door. Also, even if you lock your door, that probably won't work for me.
Knocks? I knew they were evil.
Oh my god.
Goes back to session 1. Keys, evil. It's all a conspiracy.
Keys, doors.
We figured it out.
Broke it.
Okay. And with that, Talina parts, headed back into the Blue Visage. And you purchase components. How much are you guys spending on components? Salvatore is definitely... She tries to bar you at the door, but she's been told that she has to let you in because you spent so much money last time. And she absolutely hates it, and there is no service with a smile the
I
entire
already
time.
forgot there was a problem.
Yeah, you're as sunny a disposition as Salvatore can get, which just makes it worse for her.
Good morning. Here's some chalk.
Fine. All right. And she disappears to go get.
Chalk.
So just tell me how much you guys end up
Chalk.
spending. Demi, how much do you need?
I'm gonna get the stuff. Here's my real question, Josh. It has to be like 250 gold pieces worth of incense. Can I just say that I buy like really expensive incense?
It's like
Great.
this much, but it costs you 250 gold pieces.
Fucking perfect. I'm gonna do 750 so I can cast it 3 more times. if I need to.
Okay, 750.
3 more times.
Boom, done. Sean?
What else do you need?
I have 2 pieces of chalk. I was going to ask for 2 more. They're each worth 50 gold, so 100 total.
100 total, done.
Not that much from me, but...
Sunshine, Zahl, anything for you?
I'm figuring out that really quick. Sorry.
Thanks.
Same.
That's good.
We're gonna go into the fucking... Into the thick of it. We're gonna...
Into the thick of it.
We're gonna have our
We
fucking
have 6
stop.
diamonds total.
There's 6 diamonds
Yes,
total.
we do.
I have my stuff for Summon Fae. I think I'm good.
I would
Okay.
like 600 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right.
100 per cast, so I know.
Yeah,
how
it's
much
It's for
diamond
greater
total.
restoration, is what you're...
Yeah, it's for
Yeah,
greater
it's a lot.
restorations, and we're gonna be in the jungle. You never know what the fuck's gonna happen in there.
Fair.
And
I have taken all of that out of our account.
cool.
Nice.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Can I also just say that we get like standard provision-y things that we would need in a jungle in case I have to do something that I can't use the mansion?
So you mean like camping stuff, rations, so on
Yeah,
and so
like
forth?
rations and stuff, just so we cover that base.
2 gold pieces will get
So-
you food. Everything else
Radical.
you likely have.
Cool. Great. Did it.
Done. All right, guys.
Should I
And
take
you
a
find
stride?
yourselves where? Doing what?
Right about there in the
We all
Medio jungle.
in the
Right
American
around that temple somewhere.
I will take out the sending stone before we worry about teleporting anywhere, and fill Oceanus in on where, like, on what we're doing.
You do that. I will
Like
also do
while we're
something.
heading into the
Okay.
that we're heading into the Medio jungle, to like keep us updated via the stone if he needs, like, you know, to ask about where they need to move or whatever.
He does ask like where you're going, or if you need him doing anything more importantly. Like,
Yeah.
do you want him heading a direction? Do you want him?
I don't.
They can
know.
They could start crossing the Azur.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
It's gonna take
Is
a month.
is the Pirate Prince Island like closer to the
Windfall?
Medio jungle?
Fairwind.
Fairwind.
Fairwind is
Island.
pretty
Fairwind.
close. It's like
Yeah.
directly north.
Windfall
Fair.
Islands from Zelda. I'm so fucking stupid.
It's
That's
from
amazing.
Zelda.
That's a good drop. Fairwind is
Yeah.
here. Oh my god, it's still
Okay.
got the war map.
So it's closer. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we were there. Okay, I will tell him that as soon as he's able to start sailing towards Fairwind, and I
We're
think,
gonna do this.
and then we'll try and I'll keep him updated on where we are and if we need them to do anything or anything like that.
Should we have them regroup with those 2 other ships we have?
We only have one other ship right now.
We
Two
got the
of them
murderous
got
knave.
sunk.
We have 2.
Oh,
They're in
sorry, the ones
secret,
that
Yeah,
I believe,
yeah.
getting
the
repaired.
blah.
They're in
They were
Seaton
in-
with
they should be.
Lila.
It would take about 5 weeks for them to get to Seaton if you wanted them to start doing that now.
Let's just have him go to Seaton, and then we can just meet him in Seaton.
Do you want them to go to Seaton, or do you want the other ships to meet them in Fairwind?
Oh, that's the
I'm
solid.
just saying we
We
should
don't have
collect
crews
our
for the other
armada at
ship.
some
That's the only.
Yeah. We don't have what?
We don't have crews for the other ships.
Lila was supposed
Lila's
to be
working.
handling all
Oh,
of
okay,
that.
cool.
Uh,
No, she's back home, so I
for
knew she
me.
hadn't gotten to Seaton yet.
so
She's administering from remote. She's working from home.
Cool.
She's working from home.
Awesome.
yeah,
Love that we have fantasy Zoom in this world.
it's supposed to be, you know, disability access.
I
It's
don't hear cell
important.
phones.
Paint the Skype.
We
we
never
do.
made cell phones, but we have Zoom for some reason.
Cell
Um,
phones in our hands.
Literally
We have
I'm
rocks
talking to
that we
Oceanus
talk
right
into
now.
for free.
What was that?
I will tell him to, at the very least, start in the direction of Fairwind when they get a second. He can tell us
Send
when
me
they
a
get to do that, and then we'll figure out from there. Like, I'll try and get in contact with Lila, see what's up with that, and they'll either meet up with people in Fairwind or I'll direct them towards Seaton.
So here's what I'm going to say. All given with prep from Tillenvault, getting everything ready, squaring things away with the folks at Theodorix, it will take 6 weeks total to get all the
For
resources.
them to get to
Seaton. But it will have them
Seaton.
in Seaton with the rest of your fleet.
6 weeks.
6
Six
weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'll send him to Seaton. Yeah, I'll just accidentally teleport.
3.5
No.
months. They'll be there.
I'll direct him to Seaton to see about everything and tell him that Lila's been handling a lot of it.
Perfect. Excellent.
Right.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
it's
weird
fair.
logistics, but it's probably good to start that going
It's
in a
good.
direction now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So she'll
Yeah, they make good money, Lord Hayden. Chad is like, yeah, these suckers are wealthy.
Yeah, we are. Very much
I will
are.
also, before we go anywhere, I will cast the psionic tether
Interesting.
to all of us so that we can communicate telepathically and silently, just in case we get jettisoned directly into a place we need to hide.
That's really smart.
Valid.
It's a new day. I
Should I?
prepped
should
new
I-
pass without a trace.
Yeah.
should I-
Also, Josh, want to hand me those rolls?
Yep, here they come. Hold on.
Also, I can start doing them myself, so you don't have to roll them in, but that's
I
up to
like
you.
doing them.
Okay, go.
Hey, it's so much fun for me to know how I'm going to be fucked. 7, 14,
Nice.
15?
I love knowing
Yep.
in what way I am fucked.
Well,
A 1, critical fail,
that particular way you're gonna
and
get
a 19 and an 18.
We gotta do something today.
Woo!
Today's the day, motherfuckers.
Guys,
So-
I gotta do a thing.
Today is the day.
I need some teleport so we go forward in the future.
So should I scry, or are we going to just jump in blind?
That is up to you. If you want to go in, one down. Do we want to do it and then take an hour?
No, we can just do it, and then if I have to, I can just pull a charge out of my.
Let's do it and take an hour so that
Do it and we'll eat
you have
breakfast.
the
Maybe we
3.
can do it and take an hour.
Let's say we do it during breakfast.
Yeah.
Doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
We're
Timey-wimey.
doing
Time
it.
breaks.
Eating breakfast.
Snaps in half.
Why don't we scry?
Like I
The
said,
weave
just at
unravels.
breakfast- It's weird. It's like at breakfast, I said maybe I should scry.
As I drift into the abyss.
Yeah, that's it. No, okay, so you're scrying at breakfast. You're doing a little breakfast scry.
Yeah, scry and toast.
I'm stepping outside, and I'm scrying.
All right.
So I'm not gonna get
Scrying
screwed and
pulled
scry
eggs.
in the wrong plane.
So
So I'm
you're-
stepping
Fair.
outside
You're stepping outside, okay.
into the office,
Deep scried hash brown.
pulling out my Ostis anchor, pulling up my mirror,
What the
doing the
hell?
do,
So
trying to figure out the location.
here's what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
The Ostis anchor being in multiple parts cancels out the benefit of having the object.
All right, then I'm putting away my Ostis anchor, and
It's not that it doesn't try to, it's that it confuses the signal further
That's
and
valid.
messes with the spell.
We didn't discuss which one we want to go to first. Shit.
Where's your thing, buddy?
Solid. I don't. I'm scared.
We all
gonna
had
look-
our arcs. Go forth.
I'm gonna look at the Hell Furnace one. That's the one I'm trying to focus on.
Further away one?
The further away one, because that was the one that we focused more on. We had a more direct shot to know exactly where it is.
So just to clarify here,
Yep.
scrying has to be on a person or a location that you have
place.
Yes.
seen.
Oh, that we've
A
seen.
place
It says
that you've
scene?
A
Really?
location you have seen before.
Does it say scene?
It
Am I
does.
Oh,
stupid?
shit.
I thought it said.
It says
Oh.
right.
Why would we scry?
No,
That
it
makes no
does it say
sense.
likeness?
It says instead of targeting a creature, you can choose a location you have seen before as the target of this spell.
Oh, never mind then.
Have
'Cause
you
I
ever
thought-
tried to
We
scry a
have
mother?
the thing.
Yeah. Because I'd never seen it. So yeah, never
It's
mind.
like we're doing this blind.
Sorry, guys.
No,
we
it's
have
valid.
the object.
I know
from
you've
there.
scried, but it was
It being
you
in
saw
three
the
different
point you were
places
scrying
doesn't
at a
give you any
distance before.
benefits.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Apparently.
No, that's valid. Like that's valid as hell. I thought it was. I mistook it, and I thought it was because it's the connection, and I thought it was like
Did you
likeness. and I was like,
Teleport
since we have the
today? Is that why
description,
you're so excited?
That's why I thought.
You
No,
can do it
it's
if you'd
valid,
like to.
It's valid.
Why not keep the bit going? See, but oh wait, actually, you should do it if we want a house tonight, because it's the 7th level.
Hmm.
You should do it if you. I
I'm
mean,
fine
I
to camp.
will. You want to? You want to camp? Because if we want to
No,
camp, then
dude.
I'll. But
will
the
do
minute,
it.
the
Do we wanna
minute that you
camp?
complain about bugs,
Listen to me right now. Do we want to camp or do we want to glamp?
okay, we're not pulling at that.
It's 100% glamping. It's
a,
glamping.
it's a. Okay.
That means
Oh.
harmonic hall of glamping.
I get to pick who goes inside.
Salsworms gets jettisoned into the
Would you like me to do it, Salvatore?
I can do it. It's fine.
Yes. It's
Right
your-
before he
your
does it, I cast Pass
run.
Without a Trace.
I also
Okay.
think we should go for the one that's in the hell furnaces. It's
All right.
farther
Give me a
away.
name.
I
Didn't we have
cannot-
like the name of an actual temple though?
I
We
And
have
cannot
the-
two
pronounce
names
it.
of two different places.
I fully cannot pronounce it, but I know which one
I'm
it
gonna
is.
need that name if I'm gonna get there.
I will not make myself look like a fool right this
Need
second.
that name, Zahl.
Okay, well,
You hear
yeah,
that in your
That
head.
one. We got that last time.
yes, we
So-
did. I cannot pronounce it.
You
I
are
just-
trying to go to the temple in the hell furnaces first, is that right?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Smitty.
I didn't like how he said
Eleven
interesting.
Jaeger
Maybe we go to the other one.
Nolt Zahosa.
Noltahosa. There you go. You need a name.
There's your destination, my
All
friends.
right.
And let's get you on the map, because that will
I gave you that name. What you want about it?
We're going there now.
Okay.
go ahead and roll your D100.
I'm
Oh
about
my
to drop
God,
y'all
this
in
is not
fucking
good.
lava.
We're in the
Here
middle
we
of a
go.
mountain.
Sunshine does have their
God,
broom
this is
out. Like, just in case.
significantly
45,
scarier.
not too bad.
Not too good.
Not too shabby.
Not great.
45. Okay.
Not perfect.
Viewed once, description just above. Oh, look at that. Just above fucking horrible accidents of death.
Similar area.
I nailed it. I'm amazing. Tell us, get over here.
I didn't like the music game.
The music.
I don't feel safe.
Oh yeah.
As you
require
land on
adults.
this would be based on description, so
We're
it'd
the
be
adults.
a 44 between a 53, so you land in the similar area.
Yes, I'm the best.
Similar
Magic.
area.
Similar area, which would be right next to it.
I'm very
No,
glad I didn't choose
similar
the
enough.
other one.
It would be an
Because
area
similar
that is
area was anywhere.
thematically similar.
Are you going to jettison us somewhere else on the continent?
Oh my God.
As you manifest, you step out into a wide open sulfur plain. You see massive black peaked gray mountains to the southwest running in a cut. Directly in front of you, you are immediately hit by the scent of sulfur. This egg, this sort of raw, gross, eggy smell fills the air around you. There is a and about 100 feet off to your left, a jettison of thermal water is thrown into the air about 50 feet as it showers back down into this pockmarked plain of sulfuric pools that spread out across towards this range of mountains. In the distance, you can see a black smoke rolling over the horizon above the mountains.
Hey Salvator,
Well,
We did it.
did we?
are we in the sea of? It's the Sea of Dust, right? Is that what it's called?
The Sea of
That's a
Dust
desert.
is a desert.
That's a desert. Where?
Look, see, and I open the map.
Where are we on the map?
As you open the
Perfectly
map,
right on the
And I'm
map.
perfectly right on the money.
you find yourselves up here on the north end of the
I begin drawing a
Hellfire.
teleportation
Oh
circle.
no. Hot.
Back to Greyhawk.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Do it
Salvador,
again tomorrow
I could try.
if you'd
If
like
you
to.
don't want to camp. Do you have your dome thing?
I always have it. It's free. It's like empty magic.
I don't know what that means.
No calories.
Oh, now I suddenly know what it means.
Those are no calories.
Literally.
Okay. Do we want me to try, or do we want
Go
That's a
for
you
it.
question. Either
Go
you do it or
for
we're going
I
home.
believe in you.
you do it?
So just to be clear, in this categorization, you're looking for a 54 or above to be in the off target, which is in the vicinity.
Okay.
I believe in you, Demi.
Guidance.
Demi.
I don't think you can guidance this.
Can you not?
It's
Shit.
a D100 roll.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
can.
add to. Okay.
I love that.
I'm
I like the
trying.
idea of Sean using his fate rolls if it was on a d20 to just land you perfectly every time.
What if you just add that number to the number you got? Just like
That's what I thought.
add
I'm
4.
dumb.
I had the
I mean, it was,
one.
it was worth a try. I like it. I like the way you're thinking.
Demi.
I don't know the way to
I
help.
Yes.
absolutely believe in you.
I wish
It's
that
not a
had a
bit.
magical thing, but
I
I
don't have
refuse.
anything.
This might actually be it. I may have gotten it right.
And this
I don't
app
think
is
so.
on
It's-
a 43 and under, okay?
Okay.
Just being fully transparent here. I don't want people being too
I have a
Fuck this
okay.
up.
too
Stop
poorly. Too
Okay.
Isn't that what you said when we got teleported 2 months in advance? I'm pretty sure that was the.
Yes, it was. Okay, I'm looking
Yeah,
for
so
above
also
what
don't roll
now?
A 40.
You're looking for a
3.
54 or above to be like within the vicinity
Where
of
we
your
need.
target.
And
A
then
74
under.
is on target.
Okay. So fuck me. Okay, so a 6 or a 9. 67.
67.
67.
Okay.
I don't know what that means, but
As
2 more.
You
With the
do
round target.
land
Nice.
a little bit off target, but you
Okay.
are going to be in the general vicinity. And I'm going to move the map again. So
Ah.
Okay.
as we go back to... Ooh, where did it go? Mother trucker. I've lost my... There.
Hell yeah. Oh.
You find yourself manifesting on a almost plateau-like bluff, much closer to the hell furnaces than you were just a few minutes ago. Off to your north, there are these massive raw openings where you can see lava being spewing into the air, like kind of above you, representing what you wager would be these mountains.
So
Back
where are we?
and slightly to your east, you see a long-running river valley with a series of lakes pockmarking it.
Nice.
Up in front of you, you see another smaller volcano, but still open, with pools of lava and rivers of lava running down it. Many of them cascading in rivers past where you stand on this plateau beyond you, rolling seemingly far too far for lava, because it would harden at a certain distance, back past you towards that lake, back far, far back behind you down this mountain range. And situated between two of these rivers of lava, incorporated into the flows itself, there sits a large open-faced stone temple. It's big enough to kind of stand out to you guys where you are about a mile away down slope from it. And with that, my friends, we are going to call today's session.
Oh no!
I'm home.
Oh, we're here.
All right, we'll pick you up in an hour, Zahl. Bye.
Bye. Wait, where are you going? You don't have any more teleport.
I don't know. Telvasaur does. Bye.
Why didn't he die?
Because he doesn't get them back.
Oh. All right, my friends. So now, we will continue this next week on Saturday. But in the meantime,
Nice.
stay around with us for just a
Nice.
minute. We're going to do some announcements. Nice. And then we're going to raid somebody. I know there's a few raids up here. Gen Con TV is going. Maybe we swing over there to those
Oh,
guys.
shit.
You know what I mean? A little bit of that. But first, stay with us for our announcements. First of which is a huge thank you to our friends and partners, Soundtail. They bring all that ambiance. They brought that bar noise in the Demi plane. We love Soundtail. It's very, very good. Very good application. You can get a copy for yourself. The link is in chat. We highly recommend you make a purchase. It is well worth the money spent.
Purchase, dude.
Over to you, Parker.
Okay, I'm here to remind you guys that we're affiliated with Found Familiar Coffee. You can find our link and code in chat if you want to taste Initiative. We are also affiliated with Crafty Gamer. They have these wonderful series, Aromas of Adventures, that are great, and other things like that. And then also Arcane Anthems, who does our wonderful theme that got featured on Demi's door today. So that is all him. You can find his free D&D music up on his Patreon, which is linked in chat as well. Sean?
I would like to talk about our fantastic moderators who we have here on our channel. Keep our chat nice and friendly for any new faces who may wander in and people who have been here before. You also keep it nice and safe, so everyone talking in there is very friendly and very nice. We appreciate that. Can't do the show without you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, mods. With that, my friends, stay with us for a raid and be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow!
For the one shot.
Good.
Okay,
Tomorrow.